Yeah, my bad. I'm looking for my mouse. I can't work my computer without my mouse. Let me check my audio. Audio is good. It's better now. Okay. I'm just looking for my mouse. Because my son damaged my trackpad, the finger thing. So it's like where it's gonna be hard to maneuver through this thing without my mouse. I'm just looking for it so I won't have struggles um, with this. Okay, so as I look for this mouse, let me go ahead and share my screen. All right, all right, all right. So I got a funny story that led up to the debate that same day, that same night. It's really funny. Peace, love, joy. I was fixated on Nature Boy. I missed, yeah. Yeah, so he came with he had a new name, so I didn't even know that when I seen Cult Leader, he had a new name. I wasn't even sure if it was him until like, the news reports were saying Nature Boy, the same name, the new name he got. Yeah, so yes, it's a lot going on in the news. That you got that, the Nature Boy, you got the Fannie Willis, then you got the YSL, then you got the what's the dude name, the white guy actor, former actor, this thing going on, Alec Baldwin, whatever his name is. You got that going on with that. So it's a lot. It's a lot going on. So this is our debate here. Let me make it bigger. So I got a funny story with how that night happened. Okay, so I felt like it was a little too short. Could have been longer. I felt like I should have stressed the importance of this debate. I kind of like hinted to it a little bit in my introduction. I was saying like this is the last virgin birth debate for captain and One West guys. Like I am where it stops at. So if they defeat me, they win. If I defeat them, it which is like I'm the favorite. So and y'all minds that y'all know that I take the obvious side. Like so it's not like it's my side. This is the side to take. Anybody who read the Bible, you're gonna come up with there's a virgin. So I'm the favorite because I'm taking the favorable side to the argument. The underdog would take the virgin birth is false, which anybody who holds that position cannot win in a debate unless the opponent just don't know about the virgin birth or they just somehow produce the evidence like sloppily. But in a when they just exchange facts for facts, there's no way an underdog to the virgin birth can win. Just not possible. Peace, talk show and fellowship. TIR talk show and fellowship. Yeah, so I don't believe Sinetta understood the importance of this debate. So I probably got to see if Sinetta let me do a follow up to go over the points that were being said. So maybe he'll be gracious to let me do that. Do a follow up. Like I gotta stress how important this debate was and how important was it for me to address everything the captain said. I really didn't want a formal debate. As you can see, I was like caught off guard, where he had no introduction, because I was hoping that we can just have the black conscious community style debate because we have our own style. So you have the blue collar style, which is a white collar style, which is like formal and it's boring and nobody watches it because it's formal. So the black community or the black collar style is entertaining. This is why when we debate, we get hella views, 3,000, 4,000 people watching. If you watching, other guys who are good. So the other debates, the formal debates, those guys are good. They're just boring. And like they don't have the numbers when they debate because it's boring. Their style is boring. Like black folks, like we're a lot more entertaining than the traditional style of debate in America, the formal way. Okay. We're more entertaining. So just like with this smack rap battles, like even spoken word, like we do it a little differently. It's like more entertaining. Boxing, we're more entertaining. Period. Um, so of course, when you're in where you're more entertaining, you lose something as well. You lose the seriousness of the debate because you could be caught up on the entertainment and distracted from the information. So that's just what you lose. So I really did not want a debate with Captain Tazaryach or maybe any One West member where they have 15 minutes to just spit out rapid ball scriptures. Because I really didn't have time. Like that 10 minute, 15 minute, that thing was going by quick. And I felt like we needed more rounds of that because I was narrowing down some of his points. But when I need to tackle some other things, I was starting to write it down. I need to tackle some more things. And it was like time for like cross examination. So I was like, damn, I really want to just like it's really important for me to address his other few scriptures that he said that I really didn't get around to. Because I don't really think I touched on Luke 1 only to rebut him, but I never touched on Luke 1 to present an argument for me. So that's how short the debate was. And I think what was underestimated was the amount of information that will be propped in this debate required an additional time. Like to me, this was a minimum 4 hour debate. To me, and again, I didn't really express that to Sarnetta. It's funny. I was gonna call. Oh, I was supposed to call like a day ago, 2 days ago, and but definitely yesterday. But check this out. I've lost track of which Friday we were debating. So this is the funny story. Sarnetta calls me at like I think 8 o'clock. Like, Unbiased, you ready? You ready? I'm on my way to play Monopoly. So it's already had a few drinks, and then I plan on drinking a little more when I get to the Monopoly spot. So I'm not tipsy nothing yet, but I'm driving. So I said, ready for what? I'm thinking maybe want me to promote real quick on this channel the upcoming debate for next Friday. Because remember, I lost track of the Fridays. I'm telling everybody it's next Friday. So when I'm driving to my boy house to play Monopoly, so it's like, are you ready? I'm like, for what? You're debating captain. I'm like, oh, that's today? Like, oh, tonight? Like, oh, shit. He's like, yeah, man, how long you need? That's all right. Luckily for me, I'm like, not all the way there at my destination. I'm like halfway there. So I turned around, got home. But here's the problem. Now I'm not formatted. I'm not ready. I'm not in the right mind frame to debate. I'm chilling out to go play Monopoly, have fun, talk trash. Because we are some serious Monopoly players. Like serious. Like, do you know they got Monopoly leagues? So it gets real serious. So I know some of you guys think you're good. You're probably not, to be honest. I'm telling you, like when you see the next level of Monopoly, you're gonna be like, oh yeah, there's levels to this game. So anyway, so I'm heading home, but now I'm like panicking because again, I'm chilling. I'm thinking it's next Friday. I made a mistake and I assumed it's next Friday, mainly because I really didn't hear much about the update on Captain because I'm waiting for Captain to get back from vacation. So I'm not really hearing much promotion, like far like, hey, get ready, it's next tomorrow, whatever. So I'm like caught off guard to my own ignorance, to my own negligence, I would say. So now I'm in panic mode. So I rush home. So I never got my email on my email, whatever. I text my email, so I'm waiting for the link. But the same, and then I like went online. I see Captain is live. Like shit. These guys waiting on me. So I'm like panicking. So I did a quick, I ran a clip around my face, I think the excessive hair, but I look crazy. Down in, but I don't care about that, I don't care about the look thing. 46, way past that. So I I'm panicking because I don't have my stuff in order, like my information. So that's why and then you see it was hard for me to maneuver through StreamYard, which wasn't a problem because I could adapt to that real easily, but I'm panicking. So you'll see me typing in my Microsoft Word because I have the Bible on Microsoft Word, and that's where all my footnotes are at. But you'll see me go to Blue Letter. So when I go to Blue Letter, I'm literally freestyling. So when I go to my Microsoft Word Bible, I'm not freestyling. So you'll see I was like half and half, or probably 60-40 on Blue Letter. And then this website was down. It was pissing me off because this one is down. My favorite one. This was down. So I couldn't even go to something. I could go there now, but it won't let me go to nothing. She says from March 1st to Sunday, March 3rd. It wouldn't let me, like, so I was stuck to Blue Letter. So I can maneuver faster through here than Blue Letter. That's why I like this one. So, okay, fine. Luckily for me, I know like my arguments. Okay. I just wanted to present it better. So even Captain had to help me out how to present better on StreamYard. It made more sense when he gave me that information. You know what? Let me do it like that instead of focusing on just tabs individually. He said just share the whole window. And see, it's different than Zoom because StreamYard, you can't really. It's like hard to verify that your screen is sharing. So it's a couple times I think Captain was reading something, it wasn't sharing. There's a couple times I read something, it wasn't sharing. So the StreamYard is not as easy as Zoom. Okay, so Captain went over passages. I'm gonna show in the video. I went over passages. So when Captain went back over them, like I was just confused what he was doing. I had already explained eisegesis, exegesis. I said exegesis is what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be finding my answers within the text. A lot of times, verbatim, it's going to say what I said. It said. Captain's going to use eisegesis. He's going to go to passages that don't say what he said it says, and he has to read it in the text. So he's going to read a passage that does not say what he says, but he's just going to insert it says what he says. That's eisegesis. So, and you can witness he did that all night, which is fine. That's a strategy. It's my job to point that out. Okay, so I'm sharing my screen because I want y'all to see this. That this in less like in one day, this is 6,000 views. All right. Um, this is Captain over here. This is 5 days, 8,000. So the stream was successful. So I just wanted to be a little long. I think the people needed a little longer. One person called in to ask a question. I think more people, it should have been like a record debate where more people called in to ask questions. I was ready to answer questions. I was really ready to keep going back and forth with Captain, but I was okay with what happened. Like, all right, okay, time's up, fine. But I did want a question and answering portion to it because the chat was like getting on Captain, the chat was getting on me. So I want to get at the chat. I'm like, you gurus, call in and question me so I can embarrass you on the spot. Like, that's what I want to do to the chat. Like, yeah, call in, try. But you could see that our debate was very successful. So this is very good. This is up there. But you look at everybody else, we pretty much beaten everybody else who had way more days than ours. So we're at 6,000. This is 7,000 4 days, 4,000 3 days. You see, so this is an extreme successful debate. We go down, we see 9, 9, 15 here. So it looks like Jabari is the golden goose. And when he talks, he's going double digits. 15, 9 days though. But hey, we might be 15 in 9 days or more. Okay. Oh God. Come lay down. Come back here. Why are you down here? Hey, right. Pick that, go ahead, cook it. And come back up here. Come back up here. Yeah, go lay down. All right. All right. Flashlight off. Okay, I still can't find my mouse. So anyway, so I was looking at that. So you look down here, 9,000 Miss Inky 6 days ago, 9,000 Eric Muhammad. This one, oh, I gotta play. I just when I called in on. Okay, so I gotta play that. All right. So again, you got yeah. So you look at the numbers, like unbiased. Look at Jabari. He's the guy that's really just beating me. Like when we got Captain here too, and Captain ain't. So it looks like my name part of attached to something. It was very successful. And like you see, these are 8,000 in 2 weeks. So our debate was very successful. Again, Jabari double digits. So Jabari is hands down a golden goose. It's clear. But so look at here. I go again. No, this is cheap, 12,000. But 22,000. Zion Lex and Vocab. These are household names that did their thing. But you see, so I'm right there with them. I'm a part of an event that's successful. I was hoping it didn't flop. Like I'm part of an event and we do 1,000. And even when I looked at Captain, look at Captains. When he went live simultaneously, he had success on his too. I think his success was I think his was even more successful than normal. Let me see. I think it's I don't think it's this. I think it's Captain's actual channel. Yeah, Captain never uploaded our weigh-in. So I think that's when he knew he was gonna have problems with me. Me and Captain had a weigh-in on his channel. And he uploaded 25 minutes of it, but never the rest. Okay, so see, so we got true breakdown. This is Captain. So this is Captain channel. So we got 3,003 months on his breakdown of the virgin birth. Okay, so let's go here. You see, so this is our debate. We're at 2,000. So this is 3 months, 3,000. So even on Captain's channel, debate was pretty successful on his. We were above average. He's like normally 1,000 and upload 900, 600. So that debate was even successful on his platform. We're at 2.3K. And yeah, I just felt like minimum 4 hour debate. Felt like I know he felt like he didn't get a chance to address some things I said. So I should have just expressed that more. That So I'm also interested to see like the commentary, like what his chat saying while we're debating.
If you can hear me.
I just want to read his chat. That I'm gonna do a recap. Okay, so no sound. Okay, so I think he's waiting on me. Okay, so here we are. Okay, so he said his palms are sweaty, knees weak, arms are heavy. It do cool. He said it. All right, so I think you got some back and forth here. That just stopped for a second. He said he looked shook. No, you can't look shook when you're under influence of alcohol. So that's another thing. Like I'm drinking this new whiskey. So that's because again, I didn't expect to debate. I just went to my regular alcohol. So when you're drinking like new alcohol, like especially like whiskey, like this hard stuff, you don't know how you're gonna react to it. You know what I mean? So it wasn't the worst effect on me, but it was stronger than what I normally would drink during debate. So I got my moon. Everybody know I drink my moonshine. My moonshine would have me aggressive but sharp. What I'm drinking right now with Captain, I was dizzy. So when I do the recap, you're gonna see I couldn't even remember Rahab name. So I'm drinking alcohol and I'm actually dizzy. So the guy said I look shook. No, dude, I'm trying not to look shook. That's why I'm drinking alcohol. Okay. So I'm trying not to look shook. So I'm not nervous and I'm not reading the chat. When you read the chat, that's when the nervousness is gonna kick in, things like that. So I'm not nervous. I didn't get a chance to be nervous because I started drinking right away, and this liquor kicked in fast. And if anything, I'm worried. Damn, am I gonna be able to function? This liquor hitting me hard. Okay, so Christians say the same thing. I don't know what. See that? So this right here, this guy right here, is he just don't know what's going on. Like the guy's probably most likely a high school dropout. Anybody that knows my arguments on the virgin birth, they're not what Christians say. Yeah, what I do, LJ, and everybody affiliated with me, we present arguments that's not normal and orthodox. This is why we catch them off guard. They are not typical Christian arguments. We are above a Christian argument. Like we are now in the realm of apologetics. Like so we are past Christians in the church debating. Like the people who debate with me, ILCK, LJ, Meach, and Matt. Like we're way past Christians debating. Like we're at the realm of apologetics. We are up there with scholars. So you're not going to hear what I say repeated from Christians. Believe me. And the fact that I can rebut, like when I prove Mary's from Judah, most Christians will use Luke 3, and that's what Captain was prepared for. So when he was reading Luke 3 to debunk what I said, it's like, Captain, I didn't make an argument in Luke 3, bro. Why are you reading Luke 3? Because now you're assuming an argument for me, which I never made. And like he just couldn't get it. So when I play the video, you're gonna see he just couldn't get that. It's like, dude, I didn't make an argument in Luke 3. I proved Mary's from Judah in Luke 2. And you didn't have no rebut to that. Okay. So I made him defer to parallel translations. Now he doesn't want to do that. So here's how. This is why I wish it was longer, because I wanted to point out, dude, are trans are parallel translations admissible or inadmissible? Because you're going to lose 10 times now. Because none of parallel translations agree with Captain's position. They all agree with me. So I didn't know we were like deferring to Bible parallels. Like normally in a real debate you would, but One West don't really concede to that. Just like Sinetta told Brother Reggie, when you're debating Eric Muhammad or most folks in the Nation of Islam, you got to know who you're debating. They don't source up. What you got to do is you got to poke holes in Elijah Muhammad teaching. So you got to debate them in the way they want to debate. They don't debate source based. They believe sources are the white man's. That's his argument, and they debate Elijah Muhammad teachings, which are God's argument. Dig? So I don't like to use even like the Greek. I don't like to even do that because most One West people don't understand it. So I don't want to speak over them. I want to speak to them eye to eye. So most of my debates, I only go to the Greek when they go to the Greek. And you see, with me and Captain, he went to the Greek. He said, "See the sperma." Okay. So he said, "It's a rat. We heard this argument before." Same guy. Bro, if you heard it before, it was my channel. You never heard it before. Okay. So there's vomit on his sweater already. I don't know what. Again, like we got to check these guys' comprehension. Cap can body bag this topic while he's sleeping. Captain ain't believe that. Okay, so I'm gonna go a little further. Just 3 comments. Okay, so Nita got Unbiased winning in the poll, and Captain just started speaking. Look, he says he got me winning. No, the poll got me winning, and that's why I told everybody I'm okay with a poll, even though I don't believe Captain could beat me at all. But I believe the burden is on me. I believe I'm a lawyer. I got to state my case, and you guys are the jury. If I don't get an acquittal, I lose because my guys will get locked up. So it doesn't matter if the jury is like high school dropouts or low comprehension. It doesn't matter. They got my defendant's freedom in their hands, and I got to present a solid argument. So I put the burden on me. I said, you know what? I don't care who's out there watching this. I even believe Captain people, some of his folks are going to say I won. So I was that confident in my argument. Now, of course, in a prepared argument, not rushing home, but I still thought I would. So when I rushed home, by the way, I thought about the polls when I rushed home. So I said, okay, I don't believe I'm going to be as compelling because now I'm like panicking. But I still thought I would win. But I thought it would be close. that I rush home. But believe me, if I'm like sitting down like I am right now, wash. And if it's a format where I could challenge all of your scriptures, double wash. Okay. So the focus on Isaiah 7 is not only about a virgin birth, it's all about the maturity of the child. Okay, that's cat. Just making stupid shit up. This rebuttal supersedes the seed subject. Okay, I don't know what that means. Okay. Seed is referring to sperm right now. Right, not baby. Seed is referring to sperm, right? Not baby. No. So again, so Tamika missed that. Tamika. Okay, so let me help you out, sis. If if it's referring to seed, Tamika, that means that I'm sorry. If it's referring to sperm, Tamika, that means we could take the word seed out and put sperm there, Tamika, and it should read perfectly, Tamika. If we take out seed and we put sperm there and it doesn't make sense to us, Tamika, that means it does not fit. You must acquit. But we take out seed and it in descendants fit perfectly there, then Tamika, that means it fits descendants. It's not any, meeny, miny, mo. It's called context within the text. Which one of these words fit? Abraham's sperm, Tamika, will be Abraham's DNA. You can't pass, this is simple biology. You can't pass down sperm to your son. Otherwise, you won't have any grandkids. They'll all be your kids. You're just dead, and your sons is producing your babies. So that doesn't make any sense. Okay, what does he think flesh and blood is? Oh, God. Okay, this is so flesh and blood is a penis. The hell, cocaine. Okay, so guys are just trolling me. They're not really saying that. I'm being facetious. Religious debates are always okay. I bet unbiased. I bet unbiased. Literal. What? I bet unbiased think he is literally an African Hamite. You got the wrong guy, dude. I'm FBA. Headshot. I was joking. I'm just here because okay, like lean arm. Okay, yeah. Nobody's really making any sense. He's a liar and truth not in him. Okay, shots. Capping now. There we go. There we go. Put on the indicator. Okay. This is the captain. Yeah. This guy's clueless. I'm clueless. I'm a guy with I'm clueless. Okay. Yeah. So it just I thought his chat would be a little better than that. He is not being rude. Thank you. Basically, if you pose cat body. Okay, so screw the pose, right? Pose don't matter. So when he debated Yara, the elder Yara, the pose matter, but we only observe the KJV scripts. S. Murphy, Cap only can. Okay, so now look at this dumb comment right here. We only observe the KJV scripts. Well, yes, you, S. Murphy, you're stupid. You can't read Hebrew and you can't comprehend Greek. So yes, you're bound by the KJV scripts. Because none of y'all can do anything with me in the New Testament, especially dealing with the original text. You see, Captain was dumb when I pointed out, hey, where's sperm in this word, this text here? Okay, all for the virgin birth. This guy named in school was Shorty, but yeah, he's trolling, talking trash. Okay, so
some of the.
Okay, I want to go here first. No. I'm gonna go here. Go here last. I didn't waste time. All right, so just click it. Let's see some of my chat first before I get started. ICK Peace 504 Peace. Let's see. I know how you are dealing with these camps on this issue. I was supposed to have a debate with ICK, but the guy was supposed to get clearance and he never got he didn't get clearance. Yeah. So brother, when you debate them, most likely it's going to be on their channel. You should really try to get a neutral channel with those guys because they will cut you off and you won't really make any points. ICK said the champion. That's a fact. Man, you killed him. Wow. I said, great, thank you. I could have did better if I didn't if I would have paid attention to what Friday the debate was on. I was totally clueless for something that they called me. It's my fault. It's my fault for not keeping up with the Fridays. They did say a Friday. They did tell me how long Cat was coming back. I just lost track. I'm busy. I'm a busy man. I got real things going on. The captain probably just thinking about that. Got like real stuff going on. So I'm thinking about a debate. But it did feel like it came so quick. So I got called. I'm turning back home. And it ain't like Sadeta said, hey, Unbiased, the debate starts in 2 hours. Where you at? He didn't say that. He said the debate starts now. So keep in mind that. So I got that pressure on me. So I got turned around, and in my mind, he's already live. They're waiting on me to click the link. So now I'm like really panicking. So I come home and I get the clippers and I shave my face the best way I can. I'm like, God damn. Yeah, I'm just like really panicking. But luckily, he was not live. Flawless victory. Thank you, bro. And I'm telling you, I could have did way better. I'm really upset because, again, I had a lot going on. I was going to play Monopoly. I'm drinking a new whiskey, and this is stronger than what I would normally drink, which is moonshine. So moonshine is great for debates because it makes me aggressive and I don't lose my wits. This new, what is this? Let me tell you what it is. I like it smooth. It's called Jim Beam Honey Whiskey. Okay, this takes away your wit. I couldn't. I went blank when I tried to recall Rahad's name. I couldn't remember her name. I'm like, damn, I can't. What the hell's her name? So I'm panicking for that too. I'm like, damn, this liquor hit me pretty hard. Where my thoughts are like started to be scrambled. Like I'm like second guessing what I'm reading, and you see me like fumble over words, and you also see me try to type something in Blue Letter Bible and my Microsoft Word Bible, and I can't even spell correctly. And so when that's happening, you know how if you guys ever drink before and you realize like, hey, I'm trying to do something, but I cannot do it. It might be get out of bed. It might be get in bed. It might be pull your pants down to take a urine, to urinate, and it's not working. You start to panic, like because you see what you want to do, but your body's not responding. So you kind of like panic. Oh my god, what the hell's going on here? So I'm panicking because I'm like, damn, I know this is supposed to say this, but as I'm reading it, it don't sound like it's saying what I thought it said. All those debates. So I'm starting to second guess myself. But I think I was clever. Again, I also was not expecting a formal debate. I thought we were going to do an introduction and then do what we would normally do, just talk, like how we've been doing when he called inside netter for me and when I called in cross line ready for him. We just talked. There was nothing formal. So the formal debate caught me off guard because I had nothing for that. And then what made matters worse, I'm trying to stick to topic. I'm trying to stick to prophecy down to fulfillment. That's why I did it like that. Um, but if we were able just to say whatever we want, then I would just skip all that prophecy shit and went right to Matthew's 1 and 16 and Luke and made him come to me. I go first here. So at some point in the debate, I realized, hey man, we're debating prophecy, going back and forth, and we're not even touching on fulfillment yet. So luckily, he messed up and went to fulfillment first. So now I was able to say, okay, let me get him out of here. All that's going on in my mind. It wasn't going as smooth as I wanted it to under all those circumstances. So that's why I said, let me say this into the chat. I said, hey, you guys might think he won the prophecy part. You guys might think I won, or you might say it's 50-50. But I said the fulfillment part, you guys know I won 100%. He can't show Joseph as the father. And I think this is my opinion. I think by making that claim and making that statement, I think that's what got me to win. I think I was actually losing on the polls by a little bit, like 46 to I don't know. I was like losing by like 4. And then I think when I made that statement, I think I put things in perspective. People start to realize, yeah, he never did prove Joseph was the father. This is what I think. Like this is my ego. Like yeah, I think making that statement, that open statement, I got folks to realize what we're debating and what are we proving. So I was expecting a landslide, but again, under the circumstances, I'm okay with the split decision victory, you can say. But I really wanted it to be a landslide, and that could have been the case had I been prepared, had I kept track of which Friday we're debating. And I'm just sitting in front of my computer when Sinetta calls me. I'm like, yeah, I'm good. I'm locked and loaded. I think I'd have killed him because I wouldn't have been drinking that new liquor either. Okay. All right. So let's go over some things in this debate. So say my introduction was terrible.
Step in, man. Like you said, it's definitely the champ of the HOK, not just the Israelite side.
Okay, so I'm gonna speed up our intro. Matter of fact, yeah, I'm gonna speed up our intros because this is an introduction. Okay, not too fast, but fast.
Muslim side, spitting out seed on earth.
Sports in the building, man. I'm gonna give y'all both 2 minutes apiece.
Bias, I don't know.
You're crazy. And so we got
I was so glad I turned my hat to the back. I'm like, yo, this hat looking forward looked crazy. So I said, I got to turn this hat to the back.
Unbiased Sports in the building, man. I'm gonna give y'all both 2 minutes
That was
apiece
my best decision.
to open up, to let the people know what it is that y'all gonna be breaking down. And we got the champ, of course, Captain Tazaryach, beating everybody up when he gets in the building. Now, when we do debates, I want everybody to know that I have no buddies. I don't have no friends. I'm not being biased towards nobody. Whoever.
I think Sanetta was setting me back with his like over qualifying captain. It's like, because nobody really know me like that. So it's like Sanetta, you're like giving Captain too many accolades, and that's going to be a bias, because if he's this great guy, like, that's not really how debates go. Like when people debate, they'll just talk about their background and that be bragging rights. Hey, I'm captain. I had this many debates, But Sanetta stamping him is kind of like making me an underdog, like to the far left. Like, damn, stop saying that. I'm biased. New debaters don't. Oh, you're killing me, because you're creating a biasness within the audience.
Win. I leave that up to the crowd and to the audience. So I have no buddies. And both of y'all will get a fair and equal time. Are there any questions? Unbiased Sports, Captain Tazaryach.
I would like it to be where Captain don't blitz a lot of verses. Every scripture he throw out, I have a chance to rebut it or concede, like I agree or not.
All right, but no, you can't tell him what scriptures to bring out.
No, I'm not saying. I'm saying.
Let me make it clear. He have 15 minutes in this round to speak uninterrupted. So it's up to you to copy the screenshot or do whatever you can do on your end while he's doing what he do. And then vice versa. You will have 15 minutes on your time to do your. Now, when y'all go back and forth, like in the end, y'all gonna be able to go back and forth with each other and talk to each other. Okay. So without any further.
See, so even that, he said y'all could go back and forth. So again, like there was really no big window for that. That was like that was over in a matter of like what, 10 minutes. So even when he said that, it wasn't like a lot of room for that. So I really didn't get to like really do work with him. I didn't get a chance to address Galatians 4:4.
Hey, Unbiased, did we determine who was gonna go first yet? I'll leave it up to you if you want to go. If you want me to go,
Yeah, I'll say it's up to you. You can choose me or choose.
I already said it's up to you first.
No, see, Captain, you're talking too quick. And here's the deal: Unbiased Sports is the challenger. You are the champion. So therefore, Unbiased Sports goes first.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate that.
Simple as that. He's new. Unbiased Sports is new.
So you say I'm new. Okay, so am I the champion now? So now I just started drinking. So you see I'm coughing. So I just started drinking. So am I the champion now? So he was the champion and posted that one. Am I the champion?
To this, you've been here. You come on. You know he got to go first. He's the challenger.
I appreciate
He's
that.
the challenger. So without any further ado, you got 2 minutes.
And yo, if anybody want the link or phone number, let me know. I'll send it there. Hey, peace. Built for speed. Yeah. So if anybody wants a phone number or link, you're welcome. Because I really want real time feedback. So let me make my boy mod and let me make Built for Speed a mod, and so you should have at least I should have, but I think I handicapped myself for not being prepared, and I think I was handicapped by the format of the debate. But so no. I'm gonna say this, Thurman. Based upon that circumstance that I was dealing with, I did not expect a blowout. When I got home and I got for that computer, and then I'm hearing like the format, I knew it would not be a blowout. Like, I process information quick, and I'm always like circumspecting myself, like I'm being real with myself. So when I'm hearing these things, like if you see when he was talking, like my brain just spinning. So I'm like, okay, yeah, I don't, under these circumstances, I'm like, I don't have really opening. So now I don't have myself as the overwhelming, like, I'm going to win, like, hands down. I'm like, okay, I'm winging it now. So this is taken away from my 70%. Because now I'm winging it. So it might be like 60% now, or 65%, or 68%, but under 70% now, because I'm winging it. I have no introduction. Okay, so let me play it.
Unbiased Sports, to tell the people why you're here, let them know what you are here to do and to prove. While y'all do that, I'm going to fix the title. Go ahead, brother.
Yes, sir. Yes, I'm here to not only prove that a virgin birth happened. When I say virgin birth, I'm talking about a woman without sex gave birth to a man called Jesus. And I'm able to show that through the prophecies that it was only talking about her. Okay, all the prophecies were leading to her. So in a nutshell, that's all I come here to do.
Brother, use your time wisely. See, now the people gonna know you a new jack. You got a whole minute and 33 seconds. Use your time wisely. Go in there.
That's that. And
he said, you see, you're a new cat. See, that right there, that language, it is creating a bias against me. So that 70% can just fall just from that. If I keep saying how beginner I am, and now I know it's harmless, but I'm saying that the people don't know me. They know Captain, and everybody think Captain's the champion. I'm a guy that nobody heard debate before, and I just did that like a small introduction. They looking like, okay, this guy, who is this guy, and why is he there?
And when I looked at the information, I'm looking at what advantage does Captain have? He doesn't really have one. So I'm like, well, what can his tactic be to beat me? And it's just semantics, wordplay, but it cannot be information. Okay, the information side's with me. So just be aware of wordplay, twisting scriptures, spitting out 1,000 verses that don't make sense in context. Like there's no way to win this other than just wordplay, twist my words around. That's it. But that's not gonna work. So I'm here to just. Matter of fact, when I'm done with him, I don't think he'll debate this ever again. I think I'm gonna be that crystal clear on this topic. I'm the best on this topic,
and I still stand with that. I believe, because I had inbox Captain right after the debate, and I said, hey man, like let's do it our style on your channel. You dig, and let's let it go that way. And you can do a poll on your thing, right? You could do a poll on your channel. I'm cool with that. But Captain was like really disinterested. Like Captain was like, I'll see about it. Like he wasn't. Don't forget, he just lost in the polls. So you would think that he wants to he thinks the polls might be BS. He don't take it seriously. You think he will? Maybe he didn't get it. Maybe he thinks like me. It wasn't enough time. He couldn't really respond. So I would think that he'll want to like do what he wants to do on his channel. But he was like, I'll think about it. Like he really had no motivation. So when I said I think Captain won't debate this anymore, I stand on that. And again, if I was more prepared, my own fault again. But if I was prepared, I could stand on he'll never debate it. But I think he knows that those claims that he stood on for all this time can be refuted, was refuted. I don't think he feels so strong on the virgin birth anymore. So what I'm saying might be true. So only time will tell. Like C. Murder says, only time will tell if you're going to heaven or hell. So only time will tell if he debates this again, which I highly doubt. Because if he debates again, it'll have to be somebody like RCK, LJ, Matt, Meach. It would have to be that type of caliber. Like you couldn't go to me, get washed, and then go low again. You got to like redeem yourself with one of the guys from my stock, right? Our stock. You got to beat one of those guys to redeem yourself. You can't go debate past the pork chop and win, but you still can't be unbiased for none of my guys that rock with me.
If he beats me, he shouldn't debate this anymore. Like he beat everybody. If he beats me, he beat everybody. So if you beat me, Cap, don't debate this ever again, dude. You're solidified. And when you lose, don't debate this. So
yeah, I don't think he won the prophecy part either. I just felt like I'm being heavy critical of myself. I felt like I felt like I had to address a lot of scriptures that he threw out there. And I felt like I didn't have enough time to address everything because some of the scriptures I had to go over them, read them over, and give a better context and a better light. And by doing that, time went by quick. So he's saying 2 minutes. I'm like, damn, I only got enough time to address one more, but there's probably 2 more out there. This is why I don't like that rapid fire stuff that Captain and One West guys do. They throw out a lot of passages and say, okay, and refute them all. You can barely even remember 3 of them. So I'm being heavy critical of myself. Like, I didn't get a chance to really go in on all of his passages and correct them and repackage them where they were intended to be understood. So that's what I mean. Yeah, I don't think he won the prophecy part either. Matter of fact, I don't think he won 1 point. And I'm saying this in all fairness. I don't think he won 1 point. Please, if I'm wrong, please be unbiased with me. Be unbiased. Say not unbiased. Now, he did say this. You said that, and it made more sense in his favor. Just give me, and that might just be the 1 point. But please, don't be unbiased with me. If you guys think he won 8 point, let me know so I can like be better prepared for that. Maybe these Sakari cowards will come out from hiding, and I'd be better prepared for them. But for these other crazy camps, IUIC or GOCC, somebody. But yeah, I don't believe he won 1 point. So it should have been 100%. But I see that people don't understand the virgin birth, so they like most of their understanding is coming from me and Captain. So I can see.
Either way, this is the last debate for you on this topic.
All right. And when you hear that, that's your time. Did y'all hear that?
Yep.
Yeah, I heard
Well, that's your time. Even though you still got 12 seconds left, that's cool. You can, it's all right.
Some of y'all see my work. Y'all see what I did for these guys.
No, you're done. You're done now. You're done.
Okay.
All right, Captain Tazaryach, you got 2 minutes in this opening round to let the people know what you're here for. You got it, brother.
No problem. So the title of the debate is The Virgin Birth, Who Fulfills the Prophecy, Mary or Joseph? My position, just so everybody can understand, is that the prophecy is fulfilled through Joseph and Mary. That's my position. His position, as he just stated, is that it's a virgin birth, meaning Joseph is not a part of this equation whatsoever, except to be some adoptive son, which doesn't make any sense. Excuse me, adoptive father, which doesn't.
I mean, adoptive father will be my stance, I guess, but I don't always say adoptive father. I would say stepping father. So when you say adoptive father, like now you're like, see, I don't like when they do that. I don't like when they tell you my position. If I didn't say it, I didn't say it. Like I could have easily played clips of Captain saying some crazy stuff on the virgin birth and then debunked it. I said, no, let him say it now in front of me. And then because I don't like debates when people like go back to what you said, unless it's a conversation between you two. But I like to hold you to what you say now, or what you said to me before me. But I don't like to show a clip of something you did with somebody else. And I'm like, yeah, look what you said over here. Because people could change their mind. People could say, yeah, that was wrong. I changed my mind now. So I'm not going to hold you to something that you don't hold yourself to anymore. So by him saying adopted father or whatever, I say, Cat, see, come on, man, just give you introduction.
Doesn't make sense according to prophecy. So we're going to examine the word virgin. I'm going to use sources that'll say if that word virgin has anything to do with sex or if it has another meaning. I'll show where the prophecy.
Okay, so he said we're going to see if the word virgin has anything to do with sex. Now, keep in mind, me and Captain spoke on this. I said, Captain, I will tell the people that when you read the word virgin, that it doesn't necessarily mean it's a woman without sex. I said I'm able to just go with that. Okay, I don't know if in the Bible I don't agree with that. In the context, I think everywhere you read the word virgin in the Bible, the woman's an actual virgin. But I said, Captain, I will even just concede to that. I'll just say, hey, everybody, when you see the word virgin, it doesn't mean it's necessarily married. It could be another woman who possibly already had sex, but she's definitely young. She's definitely young. Okay, so but Cat wants to read the stuff anyway. So it's like, Cat, all right, bro. I was gonna because I'm trying to get to the argument alone. I don't want to do the side stuff. So I'm like, Cat, let's just agree on that. So you ain't gotta do that. But Cat wants to read it anyway. So now he forced me to go in my bag. So when he got done, you'll see what I did to him when I went in my bag. Because he said virgin doesn't have anything to do with sex. He said that.
Of Christ coming, not a part of this equation whatsoever, except to be some adoptive son, which doesn't make any sense. Excuse me, adoptive father, which doesn't make sense according to prophecy. So we're going to examine the word virgin. I'm going to use sources that'll say if that word virgin has anything to do with sex or if it has another meaning. I'll show where the prophecy of Christ coming starts in regards to this subject. And then we'll see if it has to be through Joseph or if it has to be some other way, because his position is it doesn't require a man. So we'll see if that's what the Lord told the prophets.
And you see him, he said it has to be from Joseph. Dude, we're debating prophecy and fulfillment. Don't talk about what it has to be, and then you can't read the fulfillment of it. Dude, just say that you're going to argue that the prophecy is speaking about Joseph and you're going to read the fulfillment. Don't say it has to be Joseph. Because now when you can't prove it, it's like, well, it still has to be. Dude, just prove it. Just show us the fulfillment.
If that's what the prophets believed during that time, and if this can hold weight with what he's saying. And I'll definitely be teaching this afterwards because this is the crux of Christianity.
Say you're teaching this afterwards, Captain. I don't think you're interested now in teaching this.
Crux of Christianity is that Mary had Jesus without a father, meaning that God made her pregnant because, of course, they believe Jesus is God and he did not sin. But according to biblical prophecy, Christ had to come from the seed of a man, which I'll show in the Bible. Are you?
Now, keep in mind, he said Christ has to come from a seed of a man. So by him putting the word seed in that context, he's implying seed is something other than what the Bible implied it to be, implicated to be, which is a child or descent of someone. So that's why I said, ho, let me focus on word seed. And he act like he ain't know why I did that. It's like, dude, you just said the seed of a man. And I want to show, yes, the seed of a man, it still agrees with the virgin birth. But the way you're trying to position the seed of a man, you're trying to act like it's the sperm of a man. Like, dude, I know what you're doing. So I got ahead of it.
Can't hear you, sir.
Yeah.
Captain giving up 30 seconds of his time as well.
So Bullet said Taz was trying to set a certain view against you. He was inadvertently attacking your biblical hermeneutics of scripture. I never heard that word before. But his eisegesis were revealed that night. Exactly. I gotta Google that word right there. First time seeing that word.
And so now we move into the first round, unbiased sports. I want to let you know you got 15 minutes in the first round. The second round is 10 minutes, and the third round is 10 minutes.
So I never was prepared for this type of format. So I don't even know when I get started, will I ever be able to finish what I started, because I don't know how long it'll take me to read this stuff. So I'm like, oh my God, I'm scrambling now. Like, dude, how long does this really take? So knows. Yeah, he knows. Take it off. Take it off, you. Okay. Give me a kiss. He knows. Okay. Knows.
All right. So even if you finish all of that, use your time wisely. You could be able to go into a lot of things. You got 15 minutes. Whatever. If you say you're done, then that's it. All right. So the time will start when you start. Do you want to share anything?
Yeah, I want to share my screen.
Okay.
You can start my time though. Wait, that's my screen first.
Okay, share your screen.
All right, we're here.
All right, we see your screen. Let me know when you're ready.
I'm ready.
Time starts.
Okay, so when he says seed of a man, again, don't get caught up in that seed of a man stuff. When the Bible talks about a seed, it's talking about.
Okay, so you see, I'm addressing what he said about seed of a man. And then when I got into my bag, he got mad and said, why did I do that? It's like, what?
A generation or descendants, or even an actual child. So the prophecy actually starts with Eve. Okay, it starts with a woman. It doesn't start with a man. Okay, that's where he wants to believe.
You said my volume is low right now? It might be me talking low. Hold on. I sound like trying to get to sleep. All right, hold on. Yeah, so the volume should be good. It's probably me. Yeah, it's me talking low. Okay, so I'll just come closer to the computer. And look, and the thing is, I was going to buy a microphone for our debate against Captain. But again, I thought I had to next Friday. So I'm slow rolling on a microphone. But luckily, StreamYard did me good. But normally when I go on StreamYard, my volume is always super low. Even when I called inside Nether through StreamYard, it was low.
So it starts right here, Genesis 3:15. Everybody knows Eve and Adam took the fruit of the tree, and the Lord was cursing Eve, Adam, and the serpent. So Genesis 3:15, it says, and I will put enmity between thee and the woman, and between thy seed and her seed.
Okay, so I would ask Tamika, in this context, what is seed? Is it sperm or is it child? See, but that's the thing. So if you say no, in this context, it's child. So then I would ask you. So if you're in a hot seat, I'll say, well, Tamika, how do we determine in advance if it's sperm or child? Is it any, meeny, miny, mo, or is there a certain methodology? Okay, so Tamika, to help you out, see, Blue Letter Bible, it tells you when. This is a Bible tool. That's why we always go here, all of us. It tells you when it's seed or a child or a sperm. Okay, and because I'm a guru at this, I can assure you that you're hardly going to ever read about sperm when it says seed. There's like very few passages, and there's no argument from these One West guys where they use one of those passages where seed is referring to sperm. Like it's like no debate they have. They actually pull out an actual scripture that they use seed in the perfect context of sperm. Like they don't have an argument where they even do that. So everything they're going to bring out with seed is going to be 100% a child of a man or a descendant of a man and woman, but it'll never be sperm of a man. Every passage they bring out, and I might give them Wisdom of Solomon 7. I might just concede to that. Like, all right, fine. I might not push back on that one. I might just give them that one. Okay. Sperm here. Okay. you know,
descendants. It shall bruise thy head, and thou shalt bruise his heel. Okay, so the prophecy starts right here, nowhere else. It starts right here, and then it matriculates down to Abraham. So we'll see it again, the word seed with Abraham. So if we go to Genesis 15, okay, you're gonna see it goes to Abraham. So right here in verse 13, it says, and he said unto Abraham, know of a surety that thy seed.
and then this is what I mean by unprepared. My own fault. I'm not blaming nobody. It's my fault because I was negligent to which Friday the debate started. So the fact that I'm even in Blue Letter, it shows that I'm not prepared. All of my arguments are on my Microsoft Word Bible. Okay, so the fact I'm even here is because I don't trust maneuvering through my Microsoft Word Bible right now. Because sometimes when I maneuver, I got so many pages there. It's like 5,000 pages on that thing because I have the Apocrypha there as well. So, and I'm introducing the Greek in the New Testament and some Hebrew in the Old Testament along with the passages. So sometimes when you look for something, it'll freeze up on you because Microsoft Word, it'll like show that it's thinking or whatever, searching. So I didn't want that issue. So I just, okay, let me just go to Blue Letter where that's not gonna happen. Or I could have converted my Microsoft Word Bible to a PDF, which I already had it, but it's not updated. I could update it real quick, and then I could just move it through there without the searching thing. So that's why we're here.
Seed, descendants, nothing freaky over here. False. Shall be a stranger in the land. So keep in mind, Eve's seed, and then it's Abraham's seed shall be a stranger. So stranger seed shall be a stranger. Seed is descendants. It makes that's only context. And that's not theirs, and shall serve them, and they shall afflict them for 400 years.
Okay, I think I can slow it down now. So since I'm in the argument, I'll slow it down. I only sped up the introductions.
Okay, and then from there, we go to Rebecca, okay?
And again, if anybody want the link, if anybody want the call-in phone number, you're welcome to call in. You're welcome to hit the computer link, and you can chime in, pause it, chime in. Meech ain't available. LJ probably asleep. Yeah, so anybody that want to call in on real time, call it. Again, it's a call-in number and it's a computer link. Either one, you can join me, go over this together. Yeah.
So the word seed, we're going to follow it. So right here, we go back to woman. So we got Eve's seed, we got Abraham's seed, now we got Rebecca's seed. And they blessed Rebecca and said unto her, thou art our sister, be thou the mother of thousands of millions, and let thy seed, Rebecca's seed, her descendants, possess.
Make a year that? Is it sperm yet? So stop me when seed is sperm.
That's the gate of those which hate them. Okay, so Rebecca's seed is going to possess a gate of those that hate them. This stems all the way back to Genesis 3:15. Okay, so now we're talking about seed, and then it's going to narrow down. It's going to start to narrow down who it's pointing to. All right, so let me bring you real quick to Galatians 3 and 6.
So when Captain said now this Galatians 3:16, this is, I thought about it on the fly. Like, you know what? Let me not confuse the crowd who's not really biblical savvy or understand like the Bible. I said, so let me sneak in where I'm going now. So that's why I went to Galatians 3 and 16 or 19. I went there to let the audience know where this seed is going, okay, who is going to end up being. So that's why I did that now, that I'll go back and double back. But I wanted to do that. That was my strategy. Okay, let me just show them now who this seed is. And then I'll go back and finish this prophecy thing I'm doing.
16.
Now, what Christian ever debate like this is the typical Christian debate. What Christian debate starts with this? Starts with a Eve seed all the way down to Rebecca seed, Abraham seed, and like dudes just be lying in the chat.
So it says now to Abraham and his seed, descendants, you can't promise this to anybody.
Stop me when seed is sperm, please. Stop me when it's Abraham's sperm, where promises were made to Abraham's sperm. Please tell me when you can make promises to DNA, please.
But humans, were the promises made. He said, not unto seeds of many, but as of one, and to thy seed.
Okay, so to make it, when it says Christ is thy seed, is Christ the sperm? Or is he the man? Like I said, seed means. I said seed meant a person or descendants that's later to come from the man later, like great grandkids, like far removed from the man himself. So when you're dealing with Jesus, he's a descendant of Abraham because he's far removed from Abraham. But if he's like, let's say, Jacob, then he's just a grandson. He's still there. He's not far removed. Okay. When you get to around Judah, like these guys are descendants.
Which is Christ. So since the beginning,
so according to thy seed, which is Christ. So the seed, I thought the seed was sperm. It says Christ. This is a man. This is what I said it was, a human being. All right. So that again, like people just not following. People just, or they following with their emotions. They're not following with their logic and education. You're not gonna beat me in a debate. Like nobody is, because I don't take on debates where I can lose. I go over, I watch your arguments, I study you, and I see your holes. And then I low-key ask you questions that's really just seeing if you have an answer to it. Like maybe I have a hypothesis and I want to check it. So I ask you a question. It really just sets you up to see if you can deal with this. And if you answer it and make sense of it, that's okay. That's not good. Let me not do that. But if you struggle with that, I'm documenting that. Like, okay, oh, we got something here. So when I debate, I hardly lose. It's not that I'm the greatest. It's that I don't really take debates where there's controversy, where it's 50-50. That's why I'm like, I'm not sure if I want to debate the Trinity, Unitarian, oneness thing. I don't think either person has a solid argument where it's like hands down. So what I would rather do is I would take the position of questioning your doctrine rather than holding one to yours. So I would rather no, lay down, no, come on, lay down. So I would rather speak to a Trinitarian. I would rather, hey, stop it. Go. Where you going? Go. You want more milk? All right, let me give some more milk. Hold on. You just drank a whole bottle. All right, come on. I'm gonna press play.
Abraham to Eve to King David, it starts with a seed, and the seed is ultimately Christ the whole time. Okay, but it's going to matriculate down to Christ. So we got Eve's seed, we got Abraham's seed, which is generic. It could be anybody. Eve was the mother of everybody. Abraham was the father of many nations, and Rebecca, same thing. She was called the mother of many nations. Okay, the mother of kings. So it's still ambiguous. It's still trying to pinpoint who it's talking about. Okay, so now we'll go to where the line of Judah starts, right here in Genesis 38. So this is a familiar name right here. We got Tamar, the story of Tamar in Judah. So for those who are aware of how this plays out, the line of Judah starts now. And it starts with Tamar. I'm just going to paraphrase for those who got it. Good. Those who don't get it, Google it. So Tamar was married to So it says right here in verse 6, it says, and Judah took a wife for his firstborn son, whose name was Tamar. So that's the wife named Tamar. His firstborn son name was Okay, and it says, Judah's firstborn, was wicked in the sight of the Lord, and the Lord slew him. Okay, so he had no kids. And Judah said unto Onan, go unto thy brother's wife and marry her, and raise up seed to thy brother. Okay, but look what happened. And Onan knew the seed would not be his. So again, the seed, child, descendant, nothing else.
So now I'm confused now. Like we're reading seed as a child. It says he knew that the seed. So Clay, hold on. So Onan knew that his sperm wouldn't be his. Did that make any sense? Okay, so let's start at verse 38 and 8. And Judah said unto Onan, go unto thy brother's wife and marry her, and raise up sperm to your brother. And Onan knew that his sperm won't be his. How do you know your sperm is not yours? You would know your sperm is yours. And it came to pass when he went to his brother's wife that he spilled it on the ground, lest that he should give sperm to his brother. That makes sense? Okay. So now look at this right here. You see, it says that he spilled. This word is not in the Bible. This is in italics. This is not there. So it's actually that he spilled. There's no Hebrew word for this prayer. It just spilled. So it said that he spilled on the ground. That's it. It's not there. So this is what I'm trying to say. Like dudes ain't ready for me. Like I study too hard. Like people don't understand what I do. I wake up 3 o'clock in the morning, open the Bible, study. No, you're always gonna lose. Like these One West guys would never be on my level. I study too hard. I go too far to be right. I hate being wrong. So I will go too far in studying to be right. I will watch hella videos. I will do this and do that. And I'm not gonna lose to these One West guys. Like I'm just too smarter than them. Like seriously. I'm just smarter than them. A lot of those guys don't have no real education. Like they haven't been in high school long enough to understand certain things.
Else in this context. Okay, he knew the child would not be his, because this is the Levirate law. And it came to pass when he went into his brother's wife that he spilled it on the ground.
So now, what did he get? When I said Levirate law, I was like, when he went and tried to rebut me, I was just confused.
Lest that he should give seed, a child, to his brother. Okay, so after that, Tamar was due, according to Levirate law, if a woman is married to a man and her husband died, his brother or next of kin must give her a child so that she can carry a name for a dead husband. So this thing happened. So Judah saw her, Tamar. He thought her to be a harlot because she covered her face. So she had to play the harlot to go ahead and have sex with Judah, which is the father of which is her father-in-law.
And by the way, I low-key taught Captain why these 5 women were in Matthew's genealogy. Like these guys don't know. Captain and Captain Cottis, I'd be like, yeah, these women, Captain Cottis says, these women are here because they're famous. Dude, they're not there because they're famous. Hassad and Deacon said, these women are here because they're notable. And Arayla, that's not why they're there, stupid. So I never heard somebody break this down. Like I did read articles on people trying to explain why the 5 women are there. I humbly believe that my explanation is greater than everybody else's I ever heard, why the 5 women are there. And I believe people can like help me sharpen what I have. But I believe my understanding of why the 5 women are there, which I'm gonna go into, is like probably the best understanding why the 5 women are there. Because if you realize it, I point out that the line started with Judah, and guess what? That line started with Judah, and Judah had no wife. So Judah had Phares and Zara, and through Phares it went on with Hezron, but Judah had no wife. Tamar was not his wife. That's his baby mother. That was not his wife. The Bible says he went into her never again. She went on his way. She went on her way. He went on his way. So he popped off the line of Judah with no wife. And then Captain can't tell you when it comes to Phares and Zara, these are twins. Why does the lineage continue with Phares and not Zara? Now, of course, Captain doesn't know that. He doesn't know that. And most people don't know why it went with Phares or Zara. So when I used to debate this, I used to ask the Hebrew Israelites, what is this? Eeny, meeny, miny, mo? Phares, eeny, meeny, miny, mo, Zara? Why Phares and not Zara? Okay, so there's a biblical explanation for that. There's an exegesis for that. Okay, which I used to educate the Israelites on. I don't do it anymore because it leads to like a long rabbit hole if they want to go somewhere with it. But I was giving that for free. Okay, so Tamar popped off the lineage, and Tamar popped it off in a forbidden matter, because the Bible says that no Israelite man should go into their daughter-in-law, and Tamar is Judah's daughter-in-law. So guess what? The lineage of Judah pops off really illegally, because you have a father-in-law going into a daughter-in-law to pop off the lineage of Judah. See, these guys, like, that's how I be thinking. When I wake up 4 in the morning and read the Bible, that's where my brain goes. Like, yo, this lineage popped off shaky. This is why they can't touch me, man. Like, this is not just the Bible, anything I study. Because you guys see, like, I have a range of studies. When the Muslims call Sanetter, I'm going to play that. When the Muslims call Sanetter, I got stuff. I know their doctrines better than them. I'm just a great study. I'm a great researcher. When I read something, I normally know it very good and better than most people. By the way, I got back in the Bible just a year ago, and I'm sounding like I'm in the Bible for 10 years straight.
So she had to play the harlot and trick him.
Of course, with the help of LJ, ILCK, Minister Meach, primarily. Like, they helped shape, and also debating Israelites. So debating Israelites, they indirectly taught me some things. So without them, without debating One West, I wouldn't have known certain things. But definitely without ILCK, without LJ and Meach, I wouldn't be this far advanced. So without those three and without debating the One West guys, I wouldn't be this far advanced in a year. I would still probably be like light years behind. But talking to those guys giving me scripture, pointing me in right directions, they helped shape my brain to like know where to go from there. Like, you know, they pretty much prepped me, they trained me, they stretched me, they had me lift weights, they had me jog, you know, they made me Usain Bolt. And they said, okay, all right, go, take the baton and go. And I just took off.
To give her rights, which is the Levite law. She deserved a son to keep her dead husband's name alive. So she had to play the harlot to trick Judah to give her a child. So she had twins, and she's the first woman listed in the genealogy of Christ. So we'll get to that when it gets there. So the seed thing, it starts. So right now the seed goes to an actual child now. So she had twins called Faris and Zamar.
I said Zamar. That's the liquor talking. And then I couldn't even find it. That's the liquor influence. I couldn't even find it.
Faris. And let's get to it.
I said Zamar. I combined Zara with Tamar. And I can't find it. So this is the liquor influence. I'm telling you. Listen. I'm guaranteeing you guys, if I knew I was debating, I would not be drinking this damn Jimmy. What's this called again? Jimmy Beam, like beam me up, Scotty. I would not have tested a new liquor in a debate, because you guys, anybody drink alcohol, you know you cannot just drink new liquor, because you know you don't. And then, like, especially if you're driving, like you plan on driving home. Like I'm home though. I wasn't like driving, but I'm saying when you guys go out and you're gonna drink and you're driving, you're not gonna try new liquor, because it could get you sick. It's not like you're gonna be drunk. You might be sick. You might get your stomach going, where either you're throwing up or you're number twoing. So like, you really don't try new stuff when you're like driving or debating, like when you need your mind to be sharp. You're not going to do that. So because I'm chilling, I'm drinking this new liquor that I'm drinking right now, I wasn't expecting to be debating. So now, and then I can't find Faris and Zara, so now I'm panicking. Shit. I can't find it.
Here we go. So the twins were Faris and Zara. Okay, so here we go. Faris and Zara, and the lineage continued through Faris. Okay, so now we have a forbidden woman, by the way. Tamar was forbidden because the Mosaic law says that an Israelite should never go into their daughter-in-law. So she tricked Judah to go into her, which is her daughter-in-law, to have a kid, Faris. So this is where the line of Judah starts. So then it continues from here to, we go to Joshua.
Wheel.
Okay.
So mind you, I'm freestyling. Like, I just happen to remember it's Joshua too. Let's say if I was wrong, I would have totally just freaked out right now, because I'm already like, I already messed up on Zara and Faris. So I'm like feeling some pressure. And like, if I hadn't got Joshua 2 right, let's say I did Joshua 3 or Joshua 1, I think I would have all out panicked, because I was trying to get to like a panic attack. Like, okay, look, I'm messing up in front of all these people, and I'm better than him. So that's like even worse, because like we're not equal. I feel like I'm better than him, and I'm messing up. It's like I'm giving him, I'm like putting him on my level. I'm making the thing closer than it needs to be. This is going in my mind as I'm looking for these passages.
So we go to Joshua 2. It says, and Joshua the son of Nun sent out of Shittim. He went to Rahab, the harlot's wife. So Tamar played the harlot to keep the lineage of Christ afloat. Now Rahab is the actual harlot, and she's a Gentile, but she's a harlot. And again, that's against Mosaic law. So Tamar was forbidden because it's against Mosaic law for an Israelite to go into his daughter-in-law to raise up seed.
I bet you Captain never made that connection before. I bet you he never did with the forbidden father-in-law daughter. I bet you he never did.
Or for any reason. And now we have a Gentile, but a harlot. And that's also against Mosaic law to go into a harlot. But Rahab, so it was Tamar, the first woman who played the harlot, to start the lineage of Christ. And then Rahab, who's an actual harlot, was in the.
What I'm pointing out that Christ's lineage was started by shaky behavior from women, shady, but they all were able to redeem themselves. So when you get to Mary, it was also shaky because Mary was looked at as she had fornicated. Okay, because Joseph was like, that's not my baby. What's going on here? But the angel spoke to him, and then she was able to redeem herself too. So all these women in Christ's lineage, they all had shady starts, but then they were all were able to redeem themselves. Now I did get that part from the article, but like in the depths I go is not in that article.
That had played a significant role.
I was just giving a rough draft. I wasn't really going in because I only had like a couple minutes.
It's going. She married Salmon, and then they went and they passed the torch or the baton to Ruth.
So if I do Ruth 4, that's liquor talking. Okay, I got it.
So Ruth was a Moabite. Okay, this is also a forbidden woman.
So now Catherine said she's a Israelite living in Moab. Dude. Shit. Hold on, let me fix your name. I forgot. Hey, what I forgot what you changed your name to. E.
Moabites is how King Solomon lost the kingdom. So these women were forbidden. God told the Israelites, do not go into these women. They'll turn away from the God. But Ruth was a Moabite who ended up continuing the lineage through Boaz. So if you look at Boaz.
So now Christ's beginnings are coming from shady women. Beginnings, right? Their beginnings were all shady. Okay. These women are forbidden. Like, they're shamed. Captain talk about, now this is a shame in a father's house. Well, all these women in Christ's lineage shamed their father's house. That's not a big deal. When they try to make up the ceremony thing, yeah, no, Mary was pregnant. Her father, she shamed her father. Do all these women in these lineages shame their fathers?
Which is chapter 4, he goes into Ruth, a forbidden woman.
So I couldn't find what I was looking for here either.
Peace, brother. Peace.
So you got Ruth, the Moabites.
Peace.
And
oh God, I don't have my mouse. What I'm changing your name to?
Bizzle.
All right, hold on.
Bizzle.
Were you able to see the debate last night?
Yeah, man. You went in on him, man. You was being too nice, bro. You was being too nice.
Yeah. No, I was, because I'm trying to fill out, because I wasn't. First of all, I was drinking. Then don't forget, I testified that I was headed to play Monopoly. I didn't even know this was the Friday to debate.
You played chess though. Right?
Yeah. So I made the best out of it in my circumstances. But yeah, I was trying to be a little aggressive, but I was,
because even Sinetta said that after the stroke, he was like, man, you been a little bit too nice, bro.
Yeah, because we look, when you have a poll, think about this. when you have a poll, see, it's you got to see how you portray yourself in front of those people because it's going to judge the outcome.
Yeah.
So think about it. So if I'm being cross-examined, right, because I'm a defendant in my own case, like let's say they say I murdered somebody or robbed somebody, and I'm saying I didn't. You don't want to be aggressive in front of that jury.
Yeah, you're right.
Right. So that audience who's going to pick me, I don't want to be aggressive. That they're gonna feel like I'm being egotistical, narcissistic, big, and they're gonna use that against me. So I said, let me just be mild manner and just get straight to the point.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, because I want this win. That's what I want. All right. So Captain didn't care because he realized that it wasn't going well for him. So right now, I'm just showing. Now, Captain says Ruth was an Israelite. Dude, and see, but this is the inconsistencies in Captain's logic and his methodology, because he will say that, like he will read resources, but no credible resource would say Ruth is an Israelite. So it's like, dude, like you got to be consistent. See, that's why the Nation of Islam I respect them more, because Eric, the Nation of Islam, they don't do resources, sources. They don't care about that. They say, hey man, we said it, so it's true. So, but I can respect that because at least they're not going back and forth. Captain is using resources and then don't use resources. It's like, yo, what do your resources say about Ruth? Yeah. Okay, so it says she's a Moabite, but you're going to go against it. So it's like, dude, in a serious debate, he could never do that. Like, he would lose by just doing that. That's literally called cherry picking. Dude, you're cherry picking articles. If it doesn't agree with you, you will disregard it, or you would discard it, but you shouldn't, because it's good. Like to discard it, you got to prove it's no good.
Yeah.
But if you can't prove it's no good, then you have to consider it, man. All right. So what I'm doing right here, so
because
what
are the people saying right now? What are the people saying right now?
You know what? Let me look at the chat. Okay. So it says, what is that door knocker doing on his forehead? They clowning him. Okay. It says he's not getting to the point. He's lost. Okay. Somebody named She Speaks Theology. Now she clearly doesn't follow the Bible. Eric, what I'm doing is, since we're arguing the prophecy of fulfillment of Jesus, I'm going through the prophecy leading to the fulfillment. What is she talking about?
I don't know. Tell her to come up on the phone.
No. This was the chat. This was Sanetta's chat, but my chat.
Okay.
Yeah, no. My chat is smart. So we got he said, let's do a collaboration. Yeah, I'm for that. We can do collaboration. I tell people, like, I come to platforms. I was just on Sakari's platform, last week? The Tennessee Sakari guys. So I come to platforms. Tazaryach comes to platforms. Sakari doesn't. They stay home. They don't join different platforms. They want to be in control of the controls at all times. Because Eric, they want to dictate if something's get uploaded or not.
I already know.
Okay. So let me throw the link in there just in case you might want to hop in.
You already know. What's your boy name? We was going over Isaiah chapter 7.
Meech.
Yeah, Meech.
Yeah, you know what? I can't wait till Captain bring it up, because I want your thoughts on my rebuttal to Captain. All right. So what were you guys going over?
What's your rebuttal?
So what were you guys going over?
I was just saying that chapter 7 and chapter 8, that has nothing to do with the virgin birth. That has nothing to do with a prophecy about a virgin birth.
So how do you connect 8 and 7?
What do you mean?
Okay, all right, let me go there. Because you mentioned Isaiah 7. So let's go to Isaiah 7. Let's go to Isaiah 7. So let's go to Isaiah. Okay, so because you mentioned Isaiah 7 and 8. So I'm going to Isaiah 7 first. So Isaiah 7:14, this is the prophecy. Because Ahaz say he don't want to ask for a sign. So the Lord says he's no longer talking to Ahaz. he now says, "Hear ye, O house of David." So now he's talking to everybody but Ahaz. Okay, he said, "Is it a small thing for you to weary men? But will you?" So he says, "The Lord shall give you a sign." And the "you" is plural. This is the house of David he's talking to. He's no longer talking to Ahaz. Okay, so he says, "Behold, a virgin shall conceive and bear a son, and shall call his name Emmanuel." So me and Captain agree that this word "virgin" it doesn't necessarily exclude women who had sex who are young. Okay, right. So well, I agree to that, but he's too he I don't know, man. I hate to say slow, but he's kind of slow where he doesn't understand that I agree to that because he's used to Christians not agreeing. So when I agree with him, he's not used to it and he don't know how to react. So like, no, I was like, Captain, I'm conceding to that. Like, virgin doesn't necessarily mean a woman without sex. You right? So okay. So but for us, for our conversation, it says, "Behold, a virgin shall conceive," but virgin definitely only means young women. So whether they had sex or not, she's definitely young. Okay. So we got this part. A young woman shall conceive and bear a son, who shall call him Emmanuel. So now you said Isaiah 8, but what does Isaiah 8 got to do with that?
Isaiah 8 and 3, that's where the prophecy was given to Ahaz. It wasn't given 2,000 years later.
Brother, let me ask you this. So when it says, "I went into the prophecies," you're telling me that and she conceived and bear a son. You're telling me this is the fulfillment?
Yeah, that's a fifth. Yeah.
Okay. Fulfillment. All right. Now this is a big problem here. I'll tell you why. Who's fulfilling it?
What do you mean? Ahaz, the wife.
And wait. When it says, "I went into the prophecies," who is going into the prophecies?
What do you mean? Who is going into the prophecy?
Okay. So listen.
Ahaz.
So Ahaz is talking here.
Yes.
Okay. So let me start from verse 8 and 1. "Moreover, the Lord said unto me," the Lord is talking to who?
What do you mean? The Lord's talking to who?
Okay. So look. You see my screen?
Yeah.
Verse 1. It said, listen. It says, "Moreover, the Lord said unto me." Who is the Lord talking to? Who's the me?
Mahez Shabazz.
No, it says, "Take thee a great roll and write it in with a man's pen concerning." So no, brother.
Yeah, Mahez Shabazz, the son.
No, brother. You're missing things up. It says, "Moreover, so somebody's already talking, but this is Isaiah. Let me just help you out. This is Isaiah talking. So Isaiah is saying the Lord, he's the prophet. Okay. The Lord is only talking to Isaiah. He's not talking to nobody else. Okay. The Lord speaks to his prophet. So the Lord is talking to Isaiah.
When he goes into Isaiah, go back into Isaiah 7:16.
Okay, let's do that.
Yeah.
Okay.
It says, so what?
It says, "For before the child shall know to refuse evil and choose good, the land that thou abhorrest shall be forsaken of both her kings." Got it.
So before the child should know to do evil or good, because it already said. Hold on. Pause. Slow down.
I'm with you.
Get Deuteronomy 30 and 15.
No, not yet. I don't want to go back and forth like Aaliyah. I don't want to rock the boat. I want to stay right here because you said 7 to 8. So now I want to go to 8 real quick. So now it goes from 7. I don't go Deuteronomy. I won't go backwards. I want to go forward, and we could go back afterwards. But when it says, "Moreover,"
it's no way you could say 2,000 years later that a child was going to be born.
No. Let's forget about Jesus, because if any non-messianic person said that this is not fulfilled, I won't even debate them. So if a non-messianic,
so you would debate me. You could debate me next.
No. You're saying it's fulfilled. If you're saying this is fulfilled like you are right now, you're gonna lose. But I'm gonna save you some time right now. So I'm gonna tell you how you're gonna lose.
I'm going to tell you right now.
Okay, so let's slow down. So when it says,
you telling me to slow down, I'm telling you to slow down.
All right, so look. So verse 1.
You're not going to outsmart me, brother. You're not going to outsmart me.
No, it's not about outsmarting you.
I know you think that. Oh, okay, yes, brother. You in Jersey? No, brother. You're not going to outsmart me.
I'm not trying to outsmart you.
You're not going to outdo it. You're not going to outdo me.
All right, look, I'm gonna go back to the video. All right, we'll pause on this.
That's New York. That's New York and New Jersey talk, brother. You're not going to out-talk me on this.
I'm going back to
You're not going to out-talk me.
all right, I'm going back to the video. Go back to the video.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I don't want to go side. I don't want to debate that. I'm talking about, look, it's not about me and you. It's about me and Captain. And it's about me outsmarting him. I'm not debating E-Bizzle. I'm debating Tazaryach, Captain Tazaryach. So I'm not trying to outsmart E-Bizzle. I'm trying to outsmart Captain Tazaryach. That's the guy who I want.
Okay.
I don't want E-Bizzle. I want Captain. You're not my op. He's my op. One West is my op. Okay. So I'm gonna go back here.
You got Salmon, you got Boaz going into her to continue lineage. All right. So we got it right here. So Ruth, the wife of the dead, to raise up is another Levirate inheritance law. So you got the seed, which was from Eve to Abraham to Rebecca, and then it starts to narrow it down to actual people. So you had.
I can't see that.
You can't see the screen?
Yeah, go ahead.
No, you can see the screen.
Hold on. Let me see if I can bring it up. Okay, I could bring it up some. Okay. Yeah. Go ahead.
I'm gonna read a few comments. Okay.
No, I got you. Rule 4 and 5. Go ahead.
Yeah. I'm gonna read a few comments from the chat. So it says, okay. So built for speed.
You can go at Captain with this, but you're not gonna go at me with this.
Oh my God, bro! I left that alone. You're bringing it back there. I'm dealing with Captain. Tonight says.
Okay. I'll leave it alone. Yeah. I'll leave it alone
because it says Unbiased Sports versus Captain, not E-Bizzle.
Okay. I'll leave it alone.
Yeah, and
now, If anybody else on the chat want to get into it, we can get into it, but I'll leave it alone.
Yeah. So look.
All right, yeah, I'll leave it alone. So what was you and Captain talking about?
So look, I'm gonna read some of the chat. So Built for Speed 101, he says it's their reading comprehension issues that they can't discern. He said also they project their modern day distorted interpretations into the text of scripture. That's 100% accurate. That's why I hate when they use modern day analogies to explain things that happened 4,000 years ago. E-Bizzle. It's like, dude, what are you talking about, man? Like, these people are just sacrificing animals. We're not doing that.
Yeah, no, you know where you got him at is when, and I heard some of the brothers in the chat, even the sisters were saying, Matthew 1:18, when she was beat off, she was never seen by another man. She was never seen by one.
Right.
How can you get around that? How?
Yep. So
you can't.
Yeah, I had a question for you about I get about Exodus when the angel of the Lord came to Moses. Wait, but let me just read the comments first. So it says, without the Father and His Spirit, congrats on your victory, brother. That's in context with Jim Green. Thanks. He says, your work here has inspired me to go deeper into the Greek language, brother. I appreciate that. He said, what's funny is that this is Built for Speed again. He says, so that was in context with Jim Green. But Built for Speed 101 says, what's funny is that several years ago, IUIC had to admit that Ruth was a Gentile woman, not an Israelite. Yeah, so I respect that. I respect anybody willing to amend their belief system and say, you know what, nah, I was wrong. Because now, like, you're headed towards the truth. You're headed toward, that's the way to go. So let's see. So he says, anyone who studied biblical linguistics of scripture should understand that the Hebrew and Greek languages are considered emphatic grammar. There's multiple definitions for one word in context. Exactly. And it's not hard to determine like the definition of the word in context, not hard at all. So in context of Green, heavy hitters in the building. Yes, sir. So the watch is there, Thurman. Built for Speed, 100% correct. ILCK says, Greek words can have more than one meaning. Alaya Yashala, the Mighty Lion, says they're basically saying Joseph hit it and quit. Yeah.
Tell him to get on the line right now.
I'll put the link in there. Yeah. So like these guys, like even like you're familiar with the New Testament, even though you don't agree with it, but you're familiar with it, Eric.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
these guys, when they go into their doctrine about Matthew 1:18 before they came together, and when they insert this ceremony, they're actually making Joseph an unjust man. Like he's no longer a just man.
Right. Right.
That's like the weirdest thing. Like, dude, it calls him a just man. And Eric, E Bizzle, I didn't get a chance to like go into that.
I know that's what Sinetta was saying. He was like, man, Unbiased was being nice. He was being nice.
Sané didn't give me enough time. He giving me 5 minutes, 10 minutes. It's not enough time, dude. Like this should have been a 4-hour debate minimum. Minimum 4-hour debate. Like, yo, we did great.
But you know what? I think most people they didn't heard it before, so it's
No.
you know.
Okay, got it. Right, but what I said this with E-Bizzle, I said this. I said in my introduction, I said this is the end of all virgin debates for Captain. I said, Captain, if you beat me, you just win. Right? But if you lose, you lose. This is it.
Right,
so
right,
and
right,
then my arguments are unheard. Please go YouTube somebody that goes over any of my arguments. They're not there. Like, for example, no, I ain't gonna do that one. But you're gonna hear it when Captain goes to Isaiah 7. You're gonna hear my rebuttal to him. But most of my arguments, my brother, you're not gonna hear from anybody right on this planet. Like, my arguments are unique. Nobody touches on Pharis and Zara. Like, I actually explains why the lineage, because the Bible says Judah went to Tamar, they had twins, Pharis and Zara. And then it says from Pharis, it goes to Hezron. But my argument is, or my question is not argument, my question is, why Pharis and not Zara? If they're twins, why is one chosen over the other one? I haven't heard one person from camp answer that correctly yet. So
yeah,
no, these questions are not heard before. My questions are not heard before. Like, this is the first time people are hearing these questions from this channel. When we question Matthew 1:16, when we go into the Greek, what person before this channel was going to the Greek on Matthew 1:16 the correct way? I don't recall anybody going to Denial and Eganesin and Eganethi and explain that correctly. I don't recall nobody doing that. I don't recall nobody. I think it was Matt. It was Matt who went into before they came together, who explained what that meant in context. It meant sex. So I don't know nobody before Matt, unless Matt got it for somebody. But that was the first time I ever heard of that. But Eric, I mean, E-Bizzle, my whole point is a lot of the argument that comes from this channel comes from this channel. They're like not duplicated anywhere else, unless I got it from somebody from this channel. But these arguments are not widespread, and this is why it catches these guys off topic and off guard. It catches them off guard because these are not heard before. So, brother, when they ask me what tribe Mary's from, most Christians are going to run to Luke 3. I don't go to Luke 3 to prove Mary's a Judite. I go to Luke 2. And then I go to Luke 1:27. So, like, these are points where people don't run to that I go to, and it catches them off guard. So, no, the chat has not heard these arguments. This is their first time hearing it, and I'm upset because they didn't hear a lot. I didn't get a chance to go really in. So even when they go into Galatians 4:4, okay, when they go to Galatians 2:16, matter of fact, I asked any Messianic person, like, yo, what was the point of Christ coming down? You know, and taking on flesh, and most of them botched that. It's like, dude, the answer's in Hebrews 2. You got the answer right there in Hebrews 2. All right, hold on, Eric.
The other question I would ask are we in the new covenant or not, according to Hebrews 8 and 10?
Well, that wouldn't be for me. That would be for like Meech or somebody. ILCK, Matt. It wouldn't be for or LJ. Hold on real quick. I'm trying to get this.
Are they in the chat? Tell them to come up.
Yeah, I put the link in there. So if anybody want to come up. All right. Let me press play.
All right.
You had you had go back. So you had Tamar, then you had the harlot in Joshua, okay, Rahab, and then you got Ruth. So this is a woman who's a Moabite who's forbidden. And from here, we go to 2 Samuel chapter 7, which Captain wants to go. So let me beat him there real quick. I should keep pressing Y.
So I keep putting Y, like instead of a number, and that was mainly
Right,
like the
right.
But that was mainly like the liquor influencing me to do that. My fingers wasn't reacting correctly. This is why I tell people when you drink it, don't drive because you're
No,
reacting.
no, you was cool the whole night though, because that's what Sinetta said. You was cool.
Yep. Hold on. Let me play it. Stop.
Okay, so from here, I'm just setting up a stage for you guys. I'm gonna Cap to rebut this so we can get it popping. Okay, so here the Most High told King David that he will raise up a seed after thee, seed again, descendant child after him, which shall proceed of thy bowels, and he will establish his kingdom. So we all know this is ultimately Solomon. Okay, so Solomon ended up taking the torch. But how was Solomon born?
Now I'm over saying Salmon instead of Solomon.
He was born from another forbidden woman. Bathsheba, not only a heathen, but an adulterous woman. So you can see the line of Jesus was being carried by forbidden women, harlots, adulterous women, heathens, forbidden heathens, Ruth.
So what do you think about that, Eric? I was pointing out that the line that leads to Jesus was started from women
Right.
shady, negative beginnings. So, and then I go to Bathsheba. She was an adulterous woman, and she was married to Uriah. He died, and guess what? They had no kids. So isn't she do a Levirate law?
Right.
So the first son the Lord kills, right? He said, "Oh no, because this son is from a a wicked way, right? Adulterers, no, we killing this son. You're gonna do it the right way." Okay. So we go ahead. So yeah, so Bill, anytime you want to say something, brother, you're free.
Hey, good evening. How you doing?
How you doing, brother?
All right. Yeah, man. I just want to commend you for doing a good job. A lot of this stuff up over there now, and it's interesting that you do pull different angles of resource as far as like in scripture to debunk and talk about things dealing with this different lineages that they don't quite understand, dealing with Matthew and Luke's genealogy of Christ, showing that one side shows the legal aspect and the other one shows the blood descendants and stuff there too. So that's a really good one up over too. And I think and I want to thank also too is brother IOCK and my longtime brother Word Assassin and my new brother Jim Green. I just said no because I said that it's like I've been dealing with the Black Hebrew Israelites now for about 8 years. And I'm glad
now,
that
who is this right here talking? Who is this talking?
This is Bill for Speed speaking.
Oh, Bill for Speed. Okay. Shalom, brother.
How you doing, sir?
I'm good.
Okay. So yeah, I said that for me, been dealing with this stuff for the past 8 years, and there's new ones that's come and gone, but there's other people like right now that has been evolving in this Black Hebrew Israelite movement. So there's a lot of people that may have a disposition that say, hey, look, we don't want to be called Black Hebrew Israelites. We're Hebrew Israelites. I call them exactly what their founders actually called themselves. So that's what, to me, I call those type of generational type of followers because they're ever evolving over and over and over again. Yeah. So, but you know what? I really would want you to continue because I didn't watch the debate in full.
Okay.
But I wanted to hear you at least doing your commentary. But with the gentleman asking the question about far as like, are we in the new covenant today? I'm going to say 100% yes, we are in the new covenant today.
Okay, well, I would tell you no.
And what's your reasons why for that?
When you look at Hebrews 8 and 10, that's a copyrighted version. Jeremiah 31.
Okay, but if he's making a new covenant, not the same one like he made with his forefathers, we do see what Jesus did about him shedding his blood on the cross. And then, of course, the making of a new covenant is the shedding of blood. Is that correct?
Okay, so when you look at John, let's get John chapter 19:31.
No. We got to deal with that question first. Or I want to see what you do. You think that Jesus's blood is the evidence of the new covenant?
No.
Okay, so well, let's see what verse you're about to pull up right now.
Yeah, John 19:31.
Go ahead, read it, please, and then we can hurry up and get back to unbiased sports stuff.
All right, so John 19 and what?
31.
I'm like way far. John 19 and 31. All right, so we are here. It says, the Jews, therefore, because it was the preparation that the bodies should not remain upon the cross on the Sabbath day,
Right.
Sabbath day was an high day. Besought
Right.
Pilate that their legs might be broken and that they might be taken away.
So keep on reading.
Okay. Then came the soldiers and brake the legs of the first and of the other, which was crucified with him. When they came to Jesus and saw that he was dead already, they brake not his legs. One of the soldiers with a spear pierced his side, and forthwith came there out blood and water. And he saw and bear record. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
That he knoweth that he said true, that you might believe.
So when was this fulfilled in the Old Testament?
This is not an Old Testament. This is something that happened in the present tense with Christ when he was crucified on the cross. And also, it's a biblical fulfillment about how the Messiah was going to die for the people. That's Isaiah 53.
I'll go back to Isaiah 53.
No. I don't want to go there. This is where I want to go to. Since you have this one, I want to ask you this right here.
That's the one key verse everybody go to, Isaiah. Okay.
I'm not good because that talks about the sin bearing servant.
Is there anything else besides? Hold on. I want to
Yes,
add.
and I'm about to this. Wait a minute. Hold on, real quick.
Hold on. Pause.
Wait a minute. But this is what I want to add. No. Wait a minute, because this is
unbiased. Is there anything else outside of Isaiah?
Yes, and I'm about to allude to this right now. If you give me this opportunity, just hold on, and I'm going to show you exactly, because these are the words that's coming out of Christ's mouth. Unbiased. Turn to Luke 22, verse 19. Luke 22, verse 19. We're going to read 19 and 20.
Okay, then we're going to get Hebrews 8 and 10.
And he took bread and gave thanks and brake it and gave unto them, saying, this is my body, which is given for you. This do in remembrance of me. Likewise, also the cup after supper, saying, this cup is the New Testament in my blood, which is shed for you.
Okay. In one translations, they have New Testament, and the other ones that what they have in the more modern translations is the evidence of the new covenant. And this is what Jesus was referring to. So remember, this is dealing with this is the Last Supper. Each of these things have a certain type of symbolic references to it. His body being broken for us and his blood being shed. And with this being done, this is the evidence of the new covenant that's taking place.
Oh, okay.
Yes, because since Jesus now is known as our new high priest after the order of Melchizedek, so we're no longer under the Levitical priesthood. Is that correct? Because that's what the book of Hebrews also teaches.
The Levitical priesthood, that was for the priests, and the blood was given before accidental sins. It wasn't given for all sins. When you look at Leviticus, let's go to Leviticus 4 and 31.
That's a misinterpretation. I can't see why you would cross-reference that. That's something more of an eisegetical interpretation, because you're implying something that Jesus is not actually saying, because his blood is better than what the Levitical priesthood was doing with the animal sacrifices. These are typologies. These are typologies that took place then, to where we have the one that's perfected, that this is right now, like even the first prophecy of scripture in Genesis 3:15. We don't have to go there. But what it is, this is preparing us for the Messiah to come. This is going to be the sin-bearing servant. This is the savior to Israel, and then also basically the savior of the world for all those who believe in him, regardless of Jew and Gentile.
Really?
Yes, sir.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, okay. So when Moses in Exodus 32 and 30, can you get that?
Wait, let me get back
I'm trying to I'm trying to figure out why you keep going backwards. We're using what's called progressive revelation. We have to go from the back.
You know why I want to keep going back is because hold on, pause.
I'm pausing. I'm pausing.
Romans,
Go ahead.
let's get Romans. Hold on. Let's stay in the back half of the book. Romans 15:4. Let's stay right there right now. Hold on. Let me teach right now. Let me teach. Hold on, pause.
Wait.
Let me stay in the back half of the book.
Hold that for after.
Hold on. Because you already know.
No, I don't already know. What I'm saying is that the title is, this is called false advertisement. People
we need to stop right there. I'm sorry, man.
We in here, they're coming to watch my recap with Captain, and they're not watching that, right? So they're gonna start leaving, and my job is to keep them here. So let me go back. Once I finish this, topic. You can talk about what you want to talk about after this.
Yeah, I'm going to have to digress still on that one, though. We could talk about it another time, though. But I appreciate, having me come up here too. And of course, that's why I said I want to get back to where we at right now, dealing with recapping this video. Okay.
Yeah, because I want to get back with Ibizzle on Isaiah 7.
Okay.
Yeah,
not a problem.
Yeah, because
I'm good. I'm a person up over there. I don't push and stuff like that. I understand where I'm supposed to be at. So I appreciate that.
We got to finish up on Isaiah 7 and 8. All right, so let me play.
All right, I'm going to go okay? Jump back down in the chat. Okay.
So from here it goes to Solomon. Solomon lost the kingdom.
Hey, I appreciate you, bro.
Solomon didn't do right. He didn't keep the covenant of the Most High, and then no more. And then we get Isaiah 7 and. Just giving you guys a quick rough draft.
So I believe I was purposely withholding that this was fulfilled through Solomon, because I wanted him to like throw himself, stick his neck out there, and then I was going to, which I did. I crushed him more. Solomon fulfilled this, and he really had no rebuttal for that.
So we got Isaiah 7:14, which you all know. Therefore, the Lord Himself shall give you a sign: behold, a virgin shall conceive and bear a son, and shall call his name Emmanuel. So this was the first prophecy towards something later. Okay, so this whole seed passing, this whole King David's son, that was over. Solomon ruined it. So when it comes to Isaiah 7:14, the Lord said, okay, this prophecy was the Lord is now going to handpick who's going to be the woman to carry the seed. And that woman did not have a man. So we'll go to Matthew 1. And we'll see in wordings that this prophecy was fulfilled. Now, the birth of Jesus Christ was on this wise, when as his mother Mary was espoused to Joseph, before they came together, she was found with child of the Holy Ghost. Then Joseph, her husband, being a just man and not wanting to make her a public example, was minded to put her away privately. But
did you guys know that? Let me just finish.
While he thought on these things, behold, the angel of the Lord appeared unto him, saying, Joseph, thou son of David, fear not. Don't fear for your life to take on Mary thy wife, for that which is conceived in her is of Joseph, no, the Holy Ghost. And she shall bring forth a son, and shall call his name Jesus, for he shall save his people from their sins. Now all this was done that it might be fulfilled, which was spoken, what we just read, the Lord of the prophets saying, behold. So we see it being fulfilled, okay? So let Captain Imagination go somewhere else, but we see the words fulfilled here. Behold, a virgin shall be with a child and bring forth a son, and they shall call his name Emmanuel, which is being interpreted as God with us. So that's a quick prophecy all the way down to fulfillment. We see that Mary, the virgin, even though virgin,
And that's for that sister who said, "Where you going with this?" I went exactly where I was going with it. I went to prophecy to fulfillment. That was the whole. That's the topic. The topic is the virgin birth. Is the prophecy fulfilled through Mary and Joseph? And I just showed you. I showed you the prophecies, and I showed you it came through Mary. So the sister, your attention span, and I can't help you with that.
It's not exclusive to women without sex, but it's definitely exclusive to women who are young. And most women who are young are without sex, although not all are. Some could be married, but that's neither here or there. Mary was the virgin, the young maiden who was chosen to be the mother of Christ. We see it right here. We see the word fulfilled. So I'm going to continuously to read things in the Bible being done while my opponent is going to read it into the text. We see the word fulfilled, Mary, Jesus, okay? Emmanuel, which is being interpreted as God with us. That's it. So Cat is going to come behind me and foot shuffle and tell you somebody else, but he can't read it like this. This is plain English. It might be fulfilled.
2 minutes.
How many minutes?
2 minutes.
Okay. So you will see a lot of eisegesis coming from Captain, where he got to read into the text. And you'll see continuously exegesis from me reading it in the text. Fulfilled. So I start off with Eve. He's going to ignore Eve because his seed dilemma kind of confuses him with Eve's seed and Rebecca's seed. And there's other women with seeds. That's going to confuse him. So he's going to omit Eve and all these guys and start with King David. That's fine. But I gave y'all the proper channel, the proper funnel. How I started with Eve and then went all the way down to actual people. And they were all forbidden women. And then Mary was, Joseph thought she was an adulteress. But all those women were able to redeem themselves. So they all had a shady start, but they all were able to redeem themselves. And so when Joseph thought Mary,
I predict, look at the date. Now I'm on record already breaking this down, so they're done. But you're gonna see One West Camp start to explain this correctly after this debate. They're gonna start saying, "Hey, yo, these women had." They're gonna watch. They're gonna adjust their doctrine because all he say is, "Hey, these women are notable women." That's what Sakari says, and ISPK say, "Hey, these women are famous." Like, dude, what are you talking about?
Mary was an adulteress. The angel came to Joseph and told him the plan, the whole plot right here, the whole play, and she redeemed herself. Because Joseph raised her up on his sleep and took her as his wife. Okay, he did not have sex with her. That's what no not means until she gave firstborn, her son, Jesus Christ. So that's plain. That's why every Christian believes it. Just plain English. Okay, so let Cap take the narrative and spin it. That's okay. I'm gonna come back behind him and I'm gonna unspin it and keep it where it's supposed to be. I'm also gonna prove that I'm gonna know everywhere he goes. I'm gonna know it better than him. Okay, so Cat, good luck.
Like the video, thumb up the video. All right, Captain.
All right, so now this is the part where I want to play. I want Captain to go so I can real time stop and debunk his ass.
It's on you, my brother. Share your screen. Let me know when you're ready. Time will start when you start, brother. The time will start when you start. You got 15 minutes. This is the first round.
Can you hear me all right, sir?
I hear you loud and clear.
Let me present my screen. I'm going to just share my entire screen because I'm going to show some things here. What I got over here. Okay. Can you see my screen?
So now I was being funny. I was showing the boxing gloves showing he got knocked out, but whatever.
Yes, I see your screen. Your screen is up and your screen is ready. Let me know when you're ready.
I'm ready now. So what I have here is the scriptures. He said I wouldn't address the seed scriptures.
All right, so let me read some of the chat. Is that okay, Bizzle? Let me read the chat.
So
Okay.
so who is our servant?
Say that again.
Who is our servant? When
I
Isaiah
can't hear you. You said who was our who?
our servant.
Servant?
Yeah, our servant.
I don't get what you're asking.
Who is our servant in Isaiah 53? Because I know a lot of people, they go to Isaiah 53 and they say Isaiah 53 is our servant.
Oh no, okay, that's the brother. Yeah, so yeah, that question's for him. Or like I said, meet somebody. That's not for me. Let
Well,
me see.
I want to ask him right now. I want to ask who is our servant in those verses.
Okay, so the question is there. Anybody chat? I'm sure that they're going to respond. So,
But I want to ask you, since you knowledgeable, you very intelligent. You very intelligent.
yeah, I'm not sure. No, but I see the thing about me, brother.
Who do you think it is?
I got you. No. What I'm saying about me is that, like,
No, you very intelligent. No, you very intelligent. Who do you think it is?
I got it. I got it. And I'm intelligent enough to like not speak on things that I'm not that savvy on. That so that's why I keep saying like those questions, those will go to RCK, LJ, Meech, the brothers who's on just now. Like it won't go to me. I'm going to be an observer. I'm unbiased, so I will listen to the question. I will listen to the answer. Then I will determine if the answer for myself. I will determine if the answer is good or bad. That's what makes me unbiased sports. I will take a back seat because I'm not the end all be all. I don't know everything, but I'm a student to everything. So I will listen to the answer, and then when you respond to it, I'm listening to your response. I want to know if your response, in my opinion, if it's a good one or bad one, and then you'll start to see me give an opinion after I observe you guys interact.
But why do you have an answer to everything else?
No, I got an answer to the things I study. And whatever I study, I usually have the best understanding on everything I study.
Okay.
I don't have those problems because, brother, I teach kids for a living. Okay, so all you guys who are claiming to be teachers, nobody gets paid for teaching but me. So I'm the only real teacher here. And I can
the fact of the fact of the matter is that you get paid for teaching, but it's no reason why I shouldn't get paid for teaching.
Then no, okay.
By what you're saying, there's no reason why I shouldn't get paid.
Okay, what I'm saying is this. This is why I'm not against what you call those preachers, those posterity preachers. I'm not against them because if those members see value in those pastor words, then they should get paid because they are valuing, like the American dollar only has value because we believe it's valuable. You dig? So if you believe something's valuable, you're going to pay for it. You're going to exchange that with money. So
what's your point with saying that you get paid for teaching?
My point is, brother, if you actually teach and you believe you should get paid, then people need to see value in your information. If people don't see value in your information, you're not going to get paid.
Okay, gotcha.
Okay, so that's what I was saying with posterity teachers, pastors. I don't have a problem with them because their congregation feel like what they're saying holds value, and they're willing to exchange it for currency. I have no problem with that. And just like you, like if you start talking and people send you a super chat or donation here, I believe you deserve it because they seen value in it. But who are we to tell people that these words are not valuable when they see value?
What's your point in debating then?
So my point, that's a great question. So I felt like the One West doctrine was a detriment to Black society. I seen what it was doing to Kanye West. I seen what it was doing to Kyrie Irving. Like these guys are throwing away their careers.
Kanye West is a billionaire. So I mean, who are you?
Brother, he's backtracking. He can't do shit right now.
I'm saying, who are you, brother?
No, I'm nobody. I'm just an observer. I'm unbiased sports. I'm somebody who comments on real-time events. This is what we do I'm a journalist. That's who I am. I'm somebody who comments on things happening. And
but you don't get paid for that, though. You don't get paid for that.
Brother, people send me cash apps I got cash apps, but I get paid for it. All right. And all right, so I do get paid for it. So so next time you should ask me, do I get, don't make a declaration. You should ask me, do I get paid for it? And the answer is yes. I get super chats, my boy. Not super chats. I get cash apps. So yes, I do get paid for it. It's not free.
Okay.
I don't demand payment because, brother, everything's not for pay. Like when Malcolm X did what he did, when Dr. King what he did, they didn't get paid, because when you believe you have a great message, sometimes it's just for the heart. So sometimes our payment is not cash payments. Our payments are just people attending and listening. Like
Well,
even you right now, even you.
That's the same thing I just said.
No problem. Even you right
Right.
now,
Right.
even you joining me, I see that as a form of payment because I appreciate you here. So it's not monetary, but it's your time. Time is money. So
Right, right,
by you spending your time with me, you're like paying. You dig?
Yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah,
Yeah, and I'm appreciative of you for coming
yeah,
on. Like, I like when you come on. I like when people come on. Like it, you know, I mean, I hate talking to myself. You know, I hate talking about. I love.
I would like to think when I come on, I'm gonna add value to your, your podcast.
You always do. You always do. And I love when you bring up scriptures because you're not off. Like you raise great questions. And the reason why I defer, because I'm saying, Ibizzle, this ain't for me. Like this ain't my expertise.
Yeah, got you. I hear what you're saying. Yep, I hear you. Yep.
Yeah, I don't mean to interrupt, but Bizzle, hey, let's do this, man. Because like we're saying, we're kind of moving away from the topic. And my apologies for coming in as far as like trying to do just a little, a little minor, not necessarily debate, but trying to get some kind of information across.
You good, bro. You
Yeah,
good.
but I mean, it sounds like my brother's getting a little bit frustrated if he is or isn't. But the thing is, his goal right now is to recap this video. So let's just set a hold back on these kind of questions. Let him go through the video. But if we're here long enough, if he wants to cover what you want to talk about, then so be it. But right now, let's get to the primary of him going over this, because I'm interested also to hearing what's going on, and I'm interested to hear what you're talking about too.
Yep, my bad. Yep, my bad.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna step on out again, but yeah, just keep us. Yeah, let's just keep this clean, man. So, because like I said, he has a lot that you want to talk about.
And don't forget, Ibizzle, you can't ask a question with a question. So you and I got to finish our business in Isaiah 7 and 8. Okay, so before we go anywhere else, we got to finish up on Isaiah 7 and 8, which I think I'm good at. So I believe I can answer those questions. But Isaiah 53 and 11, I'm going to tell you right now, I'm probably not the guy for that. But Isaiah 7 and 8, I'm the perfect guy for that. I'm probably the best guy for that. So I'm willing to discuss Isaiah 7 and 8 after the video. And I hopefully you're willing to discuss it as well.
Okay.
But I believe I have the best understanding on that. All right. So let me go ahead and press play.
This debate is not about seed in the sense.
Pause your time, Captain. I pause your time.
Okay.
Can you make it a little bigger, your words, or no? Because they real tiny on the screen.
So this is case in point. StreamYard has advantages, but it has disadvantages. And a lot of these sharing options for StreamYard, it's not as good as Zoom.
Okay, let me see if I can make it bigger.
Okay, there you go. All right. I stopped your time. I'm gonna start the time all over.
Okay, no problem. Appreciate
all right, you got 15 minutes. Go ahead, brother.
No problem. So he starts here with, I will put enmity between thee and the woman, and between thy seed and her seed, to make it seem like a woman can have seed. He then also referenced Rebecca, which is right here.
He said to make it seem like the woman can have seed, brother. I didn't make it seem like anything. I'm reading Genesis 3:15. It says the serpent seed, Ibizzle. It says Eve's seed. I didn't make it seem like that. The Bible said the serpent has a seed and the woman has a seed. The woman is Eve. That's not me. That's the Bible.
Here and said, thou art our sister, be thou mother of thousands of millions, and let thy seed possess the gate. Seed is just slang or another word for a child.
Okay, now he says slang, Ibizzle, in chat. This dude is really, now I was upset, and this is something I would have objected to normally, but he got 10 minutes to just lie. Dude, that's not slang. That's literally the definition of seed. It's not slang, but you see how you watered it down for slang? Like, dude, what are you talking about slang? We're talking about lexicon. We're talking about the actual, that's not slang. That's what it actually means. Because there's three, Bizzle, there's three definitions of the word seed. Let me be clear. It's an actual plant, it's sperm, like a man's coming from a man, right? And it's actual.
As far as what, the back half of the book or the front half of the book?
Period. Like they're all around. So there's three definitions of seed. Seed can be an actual plant, like when he did the garden in Genesis 1,
right,
when he planted the garden. Right.
Yeah, when you showed me in Genesis 38, Romans chapter 3, I mean 1 and 3.
Yeah, so Genesis 38, when you see the word seed there, it's talking about a child. And you talk about Romans 1 and 3, it's talking about that spermatosis. Yeah? So anytime you do New Testament, be careful, because I actually read Greek, and you're reading English that comes from Greek. So the word for seed, I don't
deal with the back half of the book no more. So you already know, I know that.
No, but you just referenced it. So anytime you mention the New Testament, you're at my mercy, because I can read the ancient text. You can't. So anybody reference the New Testament, you're referencing the Greek. So when it says, so when Romans 1 and 3, it talks about spermatos. Okay, so I don't got to rely on the King James English. I actually can read just the Greek and I can understand exactly what I'm reading. You guys got to, anybody that goes to the English, that's what they got to deal with.
So that proves me right.
How? About what? What's your argument?
With spermatosis.
It means descendant.
Where else do you see that? Where?
No. Okay, where else you see it? You see it in Hebrews 2:16.
In Hebrews 2:16. Who wrote Hebrews 2:16? Who wrote that?
The same people. That's from the Codex Vaticanus. So there's the same. So there's the same.
You don't know who wrote it. You don't know who wrote it. Just say you don't know who wrote it,
brother. The person who wrote the
nobody knows who wrote Hebrews, brother.
Okay. Oh, you want to do that? Okay. So you want to have like a small debate with me? I'll take you there, brother. Did Moses write all of his writings?
No, he had people that was writers that was in his times, and we already know during Deuteronomy when he died, it was people that wrote his life, brother. So I mean, that's life. No.
Who? No. You asked me who wrote.
Those are scribes.
No.
Those are scribes, brother.
No. Well, what are their names? You asked. Okay, cool. What are their names?
Do you know your great grandmama name when she died?
Yes. Yeah. Well, if I reference her, I better know. So now, brother,
wait a minute. Hold on. Do you know your great grandmama name?
Hey, Bizzle, like you told me, if you don't know, just say you don't know. Do you know what the scribe's name was?
I'm asking you, do you know your great grandmama name?
Hey, yo, see, look, this is what One West does. You ask them a question, they'll bring you a modern time question back.
How can you say I'm One West? How can you say that? I'm against One West.
Brother, you're stealing their tactic. You told me, this is what you told me. You said, who wrote
I asked you, do you know your great grandmama name?
But before that, I got you. But before that, you asked me. I got you. But before that question,
bro.
I got you. But before that question, you asked me who wrote Hebrews 2:16, whatever. And you said, I don't know. I said, oh, cool, because I'm gonna raise you. I'm a poker player. I'm gonna raise you.
And I said the scribes wrote.
Okay, and then I asked you what scribe, brother. What's their name?
I said I don't know, but I said
okay, cool. So let's keep it moving. I got it. So you don't know. You said no say. Spanish as it's called no say. Got it.
But did you say you don't know who your great grandmama was? Did you say that?
I do know my great grandmama. Her name Momo. We call her Momo. Her name Maddie.
Okay. Did you know your great grandmama? No, you don't, man. Stop playing. Stop playing.
Right. I can ask.
You don't know your great grandmama name, man. Stop playing.
So okay. So okay. So now watch this. This is how that's done. The better question is, can I retrieve? See, because this is considered a gotcha question. So he's asking me a question on the fly that's off topic, and if I don't know it, that proves nothing. He should ask me, can I retrieve my great grandmother's name? He should ask that question. And the answer is yes. I can go contact.
Yeah, you're saying I should ask you that.
Yeah,
That's not the question
that's a
I'm gonna
bad,
ask you.
but that's right. But then you got bad questions. Well, brother, I don't know if you watch trials, right? If you watch trials like I do, and when the lawyer asks a question, the judge say that's a bad question. Rephrase it.
But guess what? When he say rephrase it, guess what? I'm gonna rephrase it for you right now.
Go ahead.
Guess what? Guess what? Do you know your great 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 grandmama name?
Okay, so again, rephrase it. It should be, can I get access to that?
Okay, stop, bro. Stop.
All right. See, bro, you're not ready. All right, so I'm gonna press play.
That's all that means. So when you see this between thy seed and her seed, it just seemed between that
I'm gonna get you back on Isaiah. So just hold all that energy for Isaiah 7 and 8. Right, because we're gonna get back to that.
child and her child. Doesn't mean that she have seed, because he went to Genesis 38 and 9 and says in '09 knew that the seed should not be his. If the woman had her own seed, why did he bring up the Levirate law when a man?
Yo, why did he say the woman has her own seed? What the hell is he talking about? The woman, Ibizzle, I define seed in this context as a child. So that means a woman can't have their own child, neither can a man.
Okay.
They have a child together. This is why.
As far as what?
As far as seed.
What verse?
Genesis 38. When Judah told Onan, go into your brother's wife.
So give me. We're gonna do the back half of the book. Give me 1 Corinthians 15.
No. We're dealing with what Captain's talking about, because when I'm doing.
Oh, my bad.
I'm challenging Captain. Captain said if the woman
well,
has,
he's slow. He's slow right now. He's slow,
brother. Right now he's slow all the time, brother. He's slow all the time. Okay, so I never made the argument the woman has her own seed. My argument, Ibizzle, in the chat, that seed just simply means a child or descendant, and normally it takes two. Ibizzle, I'm not acting like there's more than one virgin birth. I'm saying there's one in the Gospels, not in the Tanakh or the Old Testament. I'm not saying there. I'm saying in the Gospels there's a virgin birth. Okay. So Captain's saying there's not. He's going to lose. Anybody who says there's no virgin birth in the gospel, they're going to lose. Now, if I'm arguing there's one in the Old Testament, I'm probably going to lose. Okay. But I'm saying the virgin birth is in the gospels. That's what I'm saying. So Captain's saying something different. So I'm not arguing the woman has her own seed. I'm saying no man or woman can have their own seed unless you're talking about Christ. Genesis 38, we're not talking about Christ. We're talking about Judah and Tamar. Right. So they need each other. Okay. Well, in this case, Onan needs Tamar to raise up a seed. So Captain Ibizzle, the reason why Captain's confused, because he, in his mind, he thinks seed, which is in Hebrew is zerah, he thinks that is sperm, and is not in the Hebrew language. The Hebrew language, zerah, is an actual plant. Okay, and then figuratively, it could be sperm, or figuratively, it could be a descendant or a child. So context from there will determine if it's a child, descendant, or sperm.
So when you look at Genesis chapter 38, it was a child that was born.
Right, it's a child. Right. So I'm saying seed in this context equals child. It does not equal sperm. Captain's saying sperm, and this is where he's confused and wrong. He's just clearly wrong. It's a child, because how does Onan doesn't know his own sperm? That doesn't make any sense. So he knew the seed, the child would not be his, and that's more interesting for the chat. So chat, if it's all about bloodline, then the Levirate law debunks that, because Levirate law says your brother can raise up a son for you who has died.
That's what
that's not your blood child.
That's what Onan was doing.
Well, he was supposed to do it, but he spilled on the ground to avoid doing it. And the Most High killed his wicked ass for that.
So what are you saying?
I'm saying Captain is wrong. So I'm going to keep playing.
Dies without a seed, his brother or relative has to carry seed for him. It shouldn't matter, because if that's his wife, it's going to be that seed of that mother regardless. The whole point of having a levirate law is if a man dies without a child, a male child at that, the brother raises up child for him. So I don't know why he brought this up, because when he brought up Tamar, that's the proof that a
So
woman
Captain was right.
carries the seed. So
Captain was right. Just like when I raised up Deontay. When I raised up Deontay.
No, but wait,
Hold on.
wait. No, I gotta stop. I'm sorry. I'm the host. I gotta stop. You're the guest. If Captain's right, then how am I? Tell me how I'm wrong.
I'm gonna tell you how you wrong.
Okay, go ahead.
The reason why I'm telling you how you wrong is because when I raised up Deontay when he was 3 years old, he wasn't my son, but I raised him since he was 3 years old. He
Okay.
wasn't my natural seed, but he came from a seed.
Okay,
He came from his father, Angelo.
Okay, brother, you said came from a seed. What does seed mean?
Seed means sperm.
Brother, prove it.
What do you mean? Since Deontay, when he was raised up.
No. Prove it in the Hebrew. Prove Zedah means sperm. So everybody heard this guy. So let me explain. So Eric,
sperm, brother, Captain is right on that, brother. You wrong on that one, bro. I'm sorry, bro.
To be honest,
I'm sorry, bro. He got you on that one, bro.
To be honest, and excuse my vulgarity, but you can't fuck with me on no level. All right. So Zedah is the actual word, and the actual word literally means plants. Okay, so for you to sit here and lie for everybody and say
so what you
okay.
saying? 09 raised that plant?
Okay, no. So this is why you're missing. I don't know if you're just tired or you intoxicated, but I'm going to say this. Zedah means a plant, brother. If you go to the word seed in Hebrew, I don't know if you study Hebrew or not, but it's called Zedah. And that is a plant. It literally means a plant. So the first time you ever see seed, my boy, it's in Genesis 1. And the only time you see it as reference to human beings, my boy, is Eve's seed. So when you see Eve's seed, is that sperm, Bizzle?
Yeah, okay.
Is that seed? Is that sperm, Bizzle? Yes or no?
You're talking about in Genesis what? 1
okay,
and 20?
no. I'm showing you the chronology of the word seed. I'm saying seed originally was in Genesis 1 as Zedah, and it meant a plant.
1 and what? 1 and 20, 29?
1 period. Everywhere in 1, it means a plant. And then Genesis 2, it means a plant. The first time it's referred to human beings, my boy, is to a woman. So it's Eve's seed, my boy. So now, is that a plant or is it a child or is it sperm?
No. In that instance, it means a plant.
Wait, so Eve has a plant?
Yes. But when you look at 09, when you look at...
All right, bro. All right, let me say, he's bugging. He said Eve had a plant. All right, let me go on.
So you said,
yes, it's her seed, but the seed comes from the man. The man plants the seed in the woman.
Right, man. You wrong, brother. You wrong.
The woman gives birth to the child, and the child is born. So whether you call it her seed or his seed at that point, it doesn't matter. It's where the seed starts.
Yes,
terrible job.
Bro.
Even when he was running down that lineage. Now, Ruth was not a Moabite. She was just an Israelite living in Moab. But look what it...
I'm still wrong. Ruth is a Israelite. I'm still wrong.
It does. In Matthew 1, it says, and Judas begat Pharez and Zerah of Tamar.
Hold on.
Then when he brings up Ruth, the part that he's not bringing out is that when it says in sound...
And unfortunately, I teach grown-ups like you. Unfortunately, I teach grown-ups like you.
No, you wrong, brother.
And begat Boaz of Rechab, and Boaz begat Obed of Ruth.
So now, if everybody see, it was Captain who went to... So now, when I went to Matthews, I went to Matthews 1:18. I did not address...
for Genesis 38, though, bro.
I got it. So you'll have your chance to show me later. All right? Because I'm here. I'm not going nowhere. I'm going to be here till late. Okay? But for the chat, I want the chat to know it was Captain who went to Matthews 1 and the begots first. I skipped verse 16. I went to verse 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. It was Captain who went to the begots first. So I skipped that. I wanted him to go there first.
it's mentioning the men. He only mentioned the women. Why is it mentioning the men? Because all of them connect back to David. So I just pause my time. I just want to make sure that my PowerPoint can be seen because you was bringing up the visual. Can it be seen pretty clear here or no? Do I need to make it bigger?
Yeah, you see it? Your time is 13 minutes.
Okay, no problem.
All
So
right.
now, when it comes to this particular debate,
Bizzle, do not read the chats, brother. Do not read the chat.
what we have to look at is the prophecy which he started. This is about the prophecy of Christ. Does it come through Mary or Joseph? He brought up the word virgin, which I'm gonna break down and kill in a second. And it's not just gonna be my words, it's gonna be within the scriptures. So now in 2 Samuel 7:12, it says, and when thy days be fulfilled.
But that's why I say E Bizzle's one West. If you agree with Captain on anything, you're one West.
Fulfilled, and thou shalt sleep with thy fathers, I will set up seed after thee, even by his.
So according to Eric or E Bizzle, this set up seed is sperm. So he's gonna set up sperm after him. Sure.
His own words that seed has to come from a male. If that husband and wife died.
So see, Captain's under the influence that seed is sperm. He keeps saying seed come from male. So when I correct him, like, no, seed just means a child, my boy, and it doesn't come from male or woman. It comes from both of them. It takes both of them to produce a seed.
I have no problem with that, brother.
Right. But Captain does. Captain have a problem with that. So that's why he can't be right. Because he
Well, that's
thinks
on him then. Shit, that's on him, bro.
But that's what I'm saying. He can't be right because he thinks seed comes from a man alone. It's like it's impossible, my boy.
This your first debate, bro. This your first debate, man. That's on you.
Wait, it's in my first debate. I talked to Captain more times than this. This is our first debate on Tazaryach TV. We talked to his channel last year. What are you talking about, bro? I got over 300 debates. In my first debate. I'm a veteran.
This your first main debate, brother.
No, I debated Deacon. Is he a main debate? I debated Hassad. I debated Ariela.
Okay, so I ain't tripping on that, bro. I ain't tripping on no.
I got it. And I also debated the leader of True Nation. Yeah, no, this ain't my first. This is my first debate on Tazaryach TV. So you gotta see it like that. I debated guys who are as popular as Captain in the movement. This is my first debate on Tazaryach TV. So when I say Tazaryach TV, I'm saying it in a positive light. Like this is the main, the bright lights. This is the bright lights. This is the bright lights. This is where you're gonna get most of your views and most of your recognition here. So, but no, I debated people as popular as him in the Israelite movement. He's not the most popular name. You got Gorilla Hebrew might be the most popular Israelite. But
you know the difference between me and you. I'm not trying to look for no names, brother.
Well, the difference between me and you is that I actually debate. You don't.
I don't need to. For what?
Okay, because debating is what Jesus did. It's what you're supposed to do to get a message across. Lawyers debate.
What did it say that?
Okay. Where? Okay, so you said for what? So let me answer you for what. The smartest people in the world debate. You have politicians, you have lawyers, you have people like myself. The smartest people debate. You debate to convince people that your thoughts are the correct thoughts.
Let me ask you this. Do you think Donald Trump, he's a lawyer? You think he's smart?
He's not a lawyer. He's a businessman. He's an entrepreneur. Yes, he is smart. You don't become a dumb. Okay, wait.
Do you think she's smart?
Let me answer your question thoroughly. He's highly intelligent. You don't become a damn near billionaire being stupid. Stupid people be broke.
Alan Dershowitz, you think he's smart?
I don't know what it is, but let me ask you a question about Donald Trump. So
no, we talking about lawyers. We talking about lawyers.
Okay, yeah. Every lawyer is smart. Yeah, so
you think they're smart?
Wait, stop. Slow down. Every lawyer is smart. Every scientist is smart. Every mathematician is smart. You have to have to pass the bar, brown boy. To pass the bar, your IQ is on the next level. Okay? To pass the bar. So yes, every lawyer is smart, every scientist is smart, every mathematician is smart. You're right. And Donald Trump is very brilliant.
So you think that every scientist is smart?
Every scientist are the smartest people in the world, my boy. There's nobody
Okay.
smarter. There's nobody smarter than a scientist. You don't know anybody who's a non-scientist who's smarter than an actual scientist.
Okay.
You don't know nobody, zero, who's a non-scientist who is
So
smarter than a scientist.
think,
You don't know
so
one
do you
person.
think do you think a scientist is a dummy if they don't know how to change they window wipers? Do you think they dumb?
Bro, no, well, yeah, they're ignorant. Yeah, they're a dummy when it comes to cars. But as far as life, they're the smartest people in the world.
Yeah, I ain't got no problem with that.
Yeah. But as far as a car, yeah, they're a dumbass. Like me, I'm not the most brilliant when it comes to cars, bro. I'm horrible.
Well, I'm just showing right now. You're not the smartest right now.
Well, Eric, I mean, Ibizzle, I will concede and say there's a lot of areas where I'm a dumbass. There's a lot of areas. But all I can say, Ibizzle, is that whatever I studied and researched, I'm one of the brightest in that field. Whatever I looked into, I'm one of the brightest in that field.
Okay.
If I didn't look into it, I will concede and say, yes, I'm probably the dumbest person there.
Okay. Well, get somebody else on the phone line, bro. No, I'm just
Nah, they
bro.
coming. I mean, we play.
No,
Without
I'm
a
just
male
fucking- man,
seed, the
man, I'm
brother
just
raises
fucking
up
with you, bro.
seed.
And now we having fun. We respond.
Yeah.
Now you my guy. All right, look, you my guy. I'm pressing play.
For the father, he brought Genesis 38 up, which proves that this seed is talking about what a man implants into a woman.
Now that's not how I read that word seed. That seed ain't implanting nothing, because that seed said raise up seed for your brother. So you're not planting nothing if you're raising it up. And you can only raise up human beings. You can't raise up sperm.
So now it says, I will set up seed which shall proceed out of thy bowels, and I will establish his kingdom. Verse 14 says, I will be his father, and he shall be my son, meaning every son of David is the Lord's son. That's what the text say. So even Christ.
Every son of David, the Lord's son. I disagree with that. Okay, he's lying, and he does agree with that. That's lying. You are a son of God when you do the bidding of God. You're not a son of God if you're not doing the biddings of God. God's going to destroy you if you're going against his word. So even Ibiz will disagree with that. You're a son of God when you follow his.
Why did you go against his brother tonight?
Huh?
Why did you go against his brothers tonight? Why?
What brother?
Tazaryach.
Oh, because so you got to understand, Ibiz. Our argument is really in the New Testament. Okay, so we're going over prophecies that you would disagree with. So like you would disagree with me and Cap. You would say we're both wrong. So we're showing that Old Testament prophecies led to Jesus in the New Testament. So you would disagree, and I have no problem with that. Okay, but I'm saying me and Captain are debating, not me and Ebizzle. So Captain and I are saying that these prophecies are going to lead to Christ. So we agree on that. But he's saying that the fulfillment comes through Joseph, and I'm saying the fulfillment comes through Mary. So actually, Captain is saying the fulfillment comes through Joseph and Mary. He's saying together. And I'm saying it comes to Mary alone. Joseph had nothing to do with the fulfillment of Christ because he did not have sex with Mary to produce Jesus Christ. So this is New Testament. So it don't matter who wrote it. We're reading it. It's in words. And we can read the words. And the words don't show Joseph as being the father of Jesus biologically. As a adopted father, step-in father, yes. But as a DNA biological father, no, there's no verse that says that. And that's Captain's problem.
Mm-hmm.
So let me play. So with you, me and you won't even debate this because you don't accept it. So I won't even debate that with you. I will. So if I ever talk to you,
What mean, your boy? What we gonna debate about? About what?
You and I got to talk about Isaiah 7 and 8.
Oh yeah, I mean that shit weak right there. That's
Yeah,
weak.
and I will bet anything you can't see me at all on Isaiah 7 and 8. Like I'm gonna school you, I'm gonna educate you, and I'm gonna enlighten you in a good way.
Right there.
In a good way. All right, so let me, because I asked you when it says me, you says
my guy out here, my guy, one of the older brothers, Yehuda. Oh, he gonna rip right through you with that.
Hey, bro, I invite you to invite anybody. Now listen, so Eric, so Ibiza, I want you to keep in mind, if a person is saying it's not fulfilled, I don't want to talk to them. If a person is saying it is fulfilled, I want to talk to them. So I want you to invite anybody tonight. Okay, because we got some more time on this debate.
You
I
say
want you
anybody
to.
that's not saying that?
What I'm saying is, if you believe that this prophecy is fulfilled in chapter 8 in Isaiah, I want you to invite anybody on tonight, and I'm going to wash them and you together, like how the Most High washed the Egyptians. I'm going to wash you the same way.
Hold on real quick. Hold on.
Yeah, I'm going to press play, but once they come on, I'm going to stop this video, and I'm going to handle that person immediately. And I'm going to tell you why my name is Unbiased Sports and why I ring bells in this debate scene.
Hold on.
None of y'all can do anything with me. All right. But now, go ahead and do your thing. Go on mute. I'm going to press the video. And once they call in, you send them the link. I'm going to body them real quick.
Let me see.
Christ being the Son of God is not enough to just be the Son of God, because Exodus 4:22, we're all sons of God. You have to be the son or seed of David. That's a part of the prophecy. It says
He's saying seed of David, but he's using it in a sperm context. Now, the chat don't know that, but I know that. But I can't say that because he's not saying it. So I got to let it slide until he make it clear he's talking about sperm. Okay, so I got to just ride with the semantics.
says, I will be his father and he shall be my son. Now, when you go to Romans 1:3, this says, concerning his son, Jesus Christ, our Lord, which was made of the seed of David according to the flesh. That whole exegete, man, I ain't trying to be that smart. Christ said, I'm glad he kept this from the wise and prudent and gave it to babes. So when he says, read it as is, it says, which was made of the seed of David according to the flesh. That word seed in the Greek is sperm.
Okay, he's wrong. And that's where Ibiza got to hold the L with him. He's wrong. That word in Greek is not sperm.
To the phone, bro.
Or sperma in Greek, which is
It's neither.
sperm. Because everybody,
Captain, is neither. It's not sperm or sperma in Greek. You're wrong twice. It's not.
he knew how he had to be born. If I go to Acts 2:29, this is what the Lord said. It says, men and brethren, let me.
So like, it's pointless to go to Acts 2:29 because Acts 2:29 just repeats what it just repeats what 2 Samuel chapter 7 verse 12 said. So it's like pointless to go there. So he just like
Hey, but go ahead, put your boy up here. Put your boy up here.
Who?
Your guy.
Nah, all you need is me. For Isaiah 7:8, all you need is me. And I'm gonna beat up anybody you call.
I'm saying, Yehuda, he didn't pick up the phone because.
Okay, not tonight. Tomorrow, brother Bizzle. I'm not going nowhere. There's no rush. Tomorrow, Monday, Tuesday.
Well, right now we can deal with it right now.
You know, but I'm saying he didn't answer the phone, so I'm saying any day, Sunday, Monday,
okay, we deal with
Tuesday,
it right
Wednesday.
Now. We deal with it right now.
Contact them and say, hey, brother, do you believe Isaiah 7:14 is fulfilled in Isaiah 8? If he says yes, feed them to me. Feed them, Seymour. Feed them to me. I'm gonna make light work of the guy. Okay, so only if he believes it's fulfilled. If there's any Tanakh only who says it's not fulfilled, I do not have smoke for them.
All right.
I only have smoke for the Tanakh only if they say Isaiah 7 was fulfilled in Isaiah 8. They're gonna lose miserably to me.
Yes.
Okay, let me press play.
Freely speak unto you of the patriarch David, that he is both dead and buried, and his sepulchre is with us unto this day.
So I'm a little mad because I really did get a chance to address. I addressed 2 Samuel chapter 7 verse 12, but I never got a chance to address Acts chapter 2 verse 29 and 30. I never got a chance to address that. That's why I was mad. It was it was cut short.
It's all good. It's all good.
Yeah. But the point Ebizzle was to never come back to the debate again, right? Because I wanted to address everything, and then there's no point to debate the virgin birth no more. We could just
you did everything though. You did everything though.
Nah, but I did not address these talking points that
No,
they.
no, hell no. You did everything tonight, bro. I'm telling
Yeah,
you
yeah,
right now.
but not according to One West. I wanted to
Hold
stop
on, hold
them.
on, bro. Hold on, broski. Because you didn't, you deal with the kids and this and that. Whoop bop the bam. I'm trying to tell
Yeah,
you,
that's
bro.
important. Well,
Bro, I'm trying to tell you right now, bro. Man, you watch that nigga, bro. You heard me?
thank you.
Yeah, I'm trying to tell you, bro. Everybody on the line said the same thing, bro. You
Thank you.
watch that nigga.
But for me, but Ibiza, imagine this. Imagine a guy disrespects you, right?
Yeah,
In a way where you feel like you need to put hands and feet on him, right? You follow me?
yeah. I hear you, bro.
So Ibiza, so you go to put hands and feet on them, and somebody breaks it up, okay? And a guy got a black eye, okay? But Ibiza, you might not feel like you did enough.
But let me ask you this. And I don't give a fuck who on this line right now. One of these females up here at the job, her name Carson. She looked like, man, one of the sisters from the Cosby Show. So I've been trying to, get down on her and whoop bop the bam. She ain't been hitting me back. So what you think it is, bro? What you think it is?
Well,
Let
I
me
would
just
say
ask you this.
so. I would say be careful with job relationships.
Yeah.
Yeah, I personally would never do it. Okay, because it can go left. And bro, you love your job,
Yeah.
you pay bills, and I don't believe
Yeah.
it's worth that. Unless she comes to you, it's just not worth. It's not worth losing everything. And brother, I forgot what they call that. They call that. I forgot what they call it. But it's kind of hard to get a job after that. So when she makes a false claim and you get fired for that, it's kind of hard to get another job. Like, cause they're
Yeah.
gonna.
Yeah. I hear you. Yeah. I hear you.
Yeah, so it's really so. What I would do is I will invite her to something outside the job, right?
That's why I told her. I said, you want to go see the Bob Marley movie or whatever?
Yeah,
She said,
there's nothing wrong
well,
with that.
I don't know. Me and my kids, we got to do. I said, okay. I said, my kids are grown. I
Yeah.
said,
So
Deontay and Ariana, they grown. You know what I'm saying?
so now what I would do is this. The follow up, I would be like, hey, I heard that Bob Marley movie is good. So whenever you're ready, just let me know. Like that.
Okay.
That's it.
Okay.
That's it.
Okay. Yeah, I got you. I got you. I got you. Yeah. Yeah.
That's
I got you. Yeah. I got you. I see what you're saying. Yeah. Yeah.
yeah. And then
Yeah.
you can say,
I ain't
hey
gonna even
man,
say shit.
popcorn
Yeah.
sodas on me. You know what I mean? If your kids want to come, it's on me. Like, hey, invite the kids too. Like, hey, your kids want to come, it's on me. Like, do that.
Yeah. I ain't gonna send no more texts or nothing. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. No, just say this. Just say, hey, if you have an issue with babysitting, bring your kids. I'll cover their costs too.
Right. Because she know I got the money. You know what I'm saying?
No,
She.
no, tell her that. Tell
Oh,
her,
okay. Okay.
say, hey, if you have an issue with babysitting, don't worry about it. Bring the kids. I got it.
Okay. Got you. Yeah, I see what you're saying.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I would do, and I'll leave it alone from there
Yeah, I see what you're saying. Okay.
because some of these women are wicked as hell, bro.
Okay.
Wicked as hell. They'll cause you
Yeah, I
downfall.
know. Hey, look, they waiting for you on open to knowledge, bro. I'm gonna get on open to knowledge for a little bit and then just go from there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
But
yeah,
I'll get back with you then,
For
bro. Man,
being
much love to everybody
yeah.
on
I appreciate you, bro. I
podcast.
appreciate you. But listen, tomorrow come back for the Isaiah 7,
Oh, you don't want to do that, bro. You don't
brother.
want to do that.
Come back, right? Well, we'll see, because today's Sunday, today's Saturday. So if you don't come back tomorrow, then we know
I
you're done.
mean, Saturday we got all night. I mean, who up on here right now? Who want to do it right
No,
now?
no, we're gonna finish this debate. We still got 2 hours, so you just play this.
a prophet and knowing that God had swore an oath to him that the fruit of his loins, according to the flesh, he would.
So Captain keep honing in on according to the flesh, where no Christian disagrees with that.
I
Every
can't do it with them New York niggas, man.
every Christian will concede that Christ came in the flesh. So when the one Western guys focus on, emphasize the flesh, Christians would be like, okay, like, what's your point? Like, we all agree Jesus was in the flesh. He got crucified in the flesh. Okay, what's your point? So
Yeah, but hey, look, I'm gonna give him my guy, man. Get on open the knowledge, bro.
bro, make sure your guy comes on.
Yeah. All right.
All right. All right, bro.
All right, guys. All right, bro. Peace.
Peace. Shalom.
All right, shalom,
raise
bro.
up Christ to sit on the throne. So now if he modifies this and says now it's just about the woman, then he has to show where the oath that the Lord swore to David changed to where now it's only going to be a woman, because this is in the New Testament that they're saying the Lord swore an oath that the fruit of his loins are.
So family out there, if you plan on debating these guys in the future, I want to say this is why it's important to fight over the word seed. You have to, because Captain in his mind and his training and his indoctrination, seed is sperm. So he keep arguing that, and if seed is sperm, that means it can only come from a man. So that's why you got to take that from them. Like, oh, brother, seed, that's not sperm. There's three ways you can look at it: sperm, descendant, and plants. So if it's sperm, then it's sperm, right? So then it's Abraham's sperm. So that means Abraham slept with Mary. If it's David's sperm, he slept with Mary. So this got nothing to do with Joseph. So you lost. Where do we read Joseph's sperm? So if seed is sperm, can we read Joseph's sperm? No, you lost. Just that simple.
According to the flesh, he would raise up Christ to sit on the throne.
Hold up. Wait. Let me read some comments real quick. I gotta acknowledge you guys. Okay. A lot was said. Wow. God dang. A lot was said. Okay, so matter of fact, let me share my screen to the comments so you can see what I'm doing over here. Okay, so I'm over here. So Christ only died for Israel. So TIR says that. Built for Speed said you're wrong, TIR. ILCK said TIR stop yapping and bring out a book, chapter, and verse. Okay. Would you like to prove your point on my platform? TRI says, TRI explain the faith of Abraham when okay, so they got their own little debate going on. So TIR says, come to my platform. I respect that. So Built for Speed says baiting tactics. They want a verse from TIR. He says, John 19:9, pray for them, I pray not for the world, but for them which has given me, for they are thine. He asked for a verse, and one list disappears. Romans 4:13, for this is the NASB, for the promise of Abraham or to his descendants that he would be heir of the world, with not through law, but through the righteousness of faith. The world of unbelievers. Come on. Oops, sorry about that. TIR. I got no mouse, so I want to skip past. So they're debating. They got the little debate going on. I want to skip past. So I got a little bit. I want to go back to what we were talking about with Captain. So yeah, I would like to talk about where I'm moving to now that I like clearly won the virgin birth debate. Where I'm like going to now is I want to start talking about the Unitarian, the oneness, the Trinitarian doctrine. Okay, so I don't have a particular side. So what I want to do is I want to question those who has chosen sides. So if you're a Unitarian, I have questions for you. If you're oneness, I have questions for you. And if you're Trinitarian, I have questions for you. Okay. So I'm not saying that your position is wrong. I just got questions for you. That's all. So let me go down so you guys can see my screen. I want to go to, all right. Okay. So, okay. So, all right. So you got your own debate going on. So let's go back to Cap. I should make this let me make it a little faster for you. This is kind of like going past. Let me make it slightly faster right here.
Exegeting, I'm reading it like he reading it. I just know what common sense is. So now let me see. Do I want to come up here? So now when we have that understanding, if I go to John 1:45.
So I was shocked that he went to John 1:45 after the weigh-in. Because when I called on his show, he took an L on John 1:45. So I was surprised. So I said, you know what? Let me. So now, what I had something for Captain is that, like, guys, you don't understand how I do this, man. Like, I'm a natural debater. All I do is watch interrogations. You see me show you guys live recap on interrogations. I show you guys live recap on cross examinations. Like, this is what I do. Like, I try to debate like a lawyer, like a detective. Okay. So when he did John 1:45, I went a different angle during his channel on Crossline Radio. By the way, you can't find that video. So Captain only uploaded 25 minutes of our back and forth, our sparring session for the debate. He only uploaded 25 minutes. He is ashamed to show you the rest of it because I utterly embarrassed him. So anybody who watched this is on his channel. I embarrassed him on Sinaiticus TV. So anybody who watched any one of those for both, you already knew I was gonna win because he only uploaded 25 minutes of our like hour, 2 hour long discussion, weigh-in, debate, whatever it was. You can't find it. I even hit him up on Facebook. Yo, Cap, where's that at? Like, you took an L, you don't want to post it. And normally I would do my own recording of my discussions. But I decided for the first time, nah, I'm not gonna record Captain thing because Captain usually just posts it. But he didn't post it. So I got bit. I got bit. Okay. So for him to go John 1:45 again, I already knew I was gonna take a different angle on this time. I was gonna do this what I said last time. So it's like, Captain, pick your poison. I could do any angle and beat you up.
It says, Philip findeth Nathanael and saith unto him, we have found him of whom Moses and the law and the prophets did write. Why is that important when it says Moses and the law and the prophets did write? Because what Moses said about about Christ was in Deuteronomy 18:18. When it says, I would raise them up a prophet from among their brethren like unto thee. So he's raising up a prophet from among the brothers. He's not raising up a magic Superman that don't have the ability to sin. That type of man is not what the Lord told David. The Lord told David it would be his son. So now it says, Philip findeth Nathanael, and saith unto him, we have found him of whom Moses and the law and the prophets did write, Jesus of Nazareth, the son of Joseph. That's not, I ain't saying nothing. The text say the son of Joseph. I thought I had to go to the scripture, but it's right here. Let's go more. Luke 4:22. And all bear him witness and wondered that the gracious words were proceeded out of his mouth. And they said, is this not Joseph's son? Now here's what he unbiased and those that believe that Joseph is not the father would have to be saying is that Jesus is the biggest lie in the New Testament, because the prophets believe that this was the actual son of Joseph. The people believe that this was the son of Joseph. We just read Acts the 2nd chapter that the Lord swore to David an oath that from the fruit of his loins, that's where Christ came from. So everybody is, Mary, Joseph, God, the angels, all got these prophets believing a lie. All of them. Because they're saying this is Joseph's son. John 6:42. And they said, is this not Jesus, the son of Joseph, whose father and mother we know? How is it that he said, I came down from heaven? Which is going to be.
Okay, so Captain again. Like, Captain shows, he's in John, by the way. He's in John. So he read in John, but about Philip, and then he read John about these Jews. Now, Philip, his own mouth said Philip didn't know who he was. And these Jews were trying to condemn Jesus. These Jews were trying to crucify Jesus. So Captain, two references of Christ being the son of Joseph were from two unbelieving parties. So this is just cherry picking. This is just bad for anybody that studies the Bible. So so you have like debates where people debate the Bible all the time, right? But those audiences, they're well aware of the Bible. So Sinaiticus channel, people are into Egypt, all type of shit, RBG, not Bible really. So they're just watching for entertainment, and they like where it's going because we got good views. But when you go to a real biblical debate setting where everybody's aware of the Bible, Like you got one called Standing for Truth. Like the audience is like Bible savvy. Like Captain will get booed. They're like, yo, what you talking about? Like Westbrook, like, yo, what you talking about, yo? I'm out. I'm out, son. These N words are tripping.
It'll be very interesting for him to answer, because no matter what way you say he was born, he came out of a womb. So he didn't just come down from heaven and land on earth. He came out as a baby. Galatians 4:4, it says, but when Jesus was, when the fullness of the time was come, God sent forth his own son, made of a woman, because he better not do what I think he's going to do in Matthew's, the first chapter, made of a woman under the law. We're all made of a woman. Here we go.
I never got a chance to address Galatians 4:4. I'm kind of like mad. That's why I wish we had more time. I wish it shouldn't have been like just encapsulated and just like, okay, debate's over.
Verily I say unto you, this is Matthews 11:11, Christ's words. Verily I say unto you, among them that are born of women, that's what you call a body bag. Born of women, we're all born of women. They have not risen a greater than John the Baptist. Notwithstanding, that's a different subject. So now here it is. He's talking about John the Baptist being born of a woman. I don't know what else to say. Let me keep going. I did those. So now, here we go. All I'm doing is laying down scriptures. Now, we just read about Joseph being the father of Christ, the seed of David Christ having to come from the seed of David. Romans 1:3 says sperm, says sperma in the Greek, which is sperm, according to the flesh. 2 Timothy 2:8. Remember that Jesus Christ is the seed of David, that Jesus Christ of the seed of David was raised from the dead according to the gospel. Again, seed of David. Doesn't say seed of a woman. Doesn't say seed of Mary. Doesn't say none of that. Here's another one, Hebrews 2:16.
Yeah, it don't need to say that because seed just means child. So when you say the seed of David, you're already implicating Bathsheba, okay? Because seed just means child. The man cannot have the child without the woman. The woman cannot have the child without the man. This is why the virgin birth is so big, because you have a woman for the first time having the child without the man. Yeah, Cat.
But now remember, he said I have to answer what he said. I'm answering everything that he's saying. And I'm just reading the text as is. Let's see if he does the same. For verily he took not on him the nature of angels, but he took on him the seed of Abraham. Now he's taking on another seed. How is he taking on this seed? Wherefore, in all things, not some things, in all things, it behooved him. Let me just make sure I highlight this. It behooved him to be made like unto his brethren. He has to answer that. Because if it behooved him to be made like his brothers, why is he making Christ be born outside or not like his brothers? And here's why he wanted to be made like his brothers, that he might be a merciful and faithful high priest in things pertaining to God, to make reconciliation for the sins of the people. For in that he himself have suffered being tempted, he is able to secure them that are tempted. Romans 8:3. For what the law could not do, in that it was weak through the flesh, God sending his own son in the likeness of sin.
So again, so this is what I don't do, because I know that I have the better comprehension of what we're reading. I don't just blitz out a whole bunch of verses. I just mention one or two and I just elaborate and I move on. Like he just throwing out verses that don't disagree with me. It's like, dude, why you believe these verses? These verses agree with me. They don't agree with you.
Flesh, because remember, the whole reason they say God had to make Mary pregnant is to make to make Christ be sinless. But Mary was a sinner too. Mary was born in the same flesh. Unless you're going to tell me Mary was born immaculately too, because that's the only way that this is going to work. There is no point for Christ being born through Mary if Mary got the same flesh that we all got. Because if it's about sinful flesh, Mary was in that same sinful flesh. God sending his own son in the likeness of sinful flesh, and for sin condemned sin in the flesh. Verse 6, this is John 7:42. Have not the scripture said?
Notice how he didn't read Matthew 1:16. Like, and that's the thing about these One West guys. Like they know, most of them will not touch Matthew 1:16. They won't touch it. They'll dodge it. It's like, how do you, or Luke 1:34, Luke 1:35, they'll dodge it. It's like, yo, how do we debate the virgin birth and we don't even read the virgin birth scriptures?
That Christ cometh of the seed of David. This is what everybody knew. You notice he said he didn't want me to flood with no scripture. So what did he want me to do? Talk like him? The scriptures say, let God be true and every man a liar. So he has to answer the scriptures. All I'm doing is reading the scriptures, breaking down the scriptures. So he has to touch the scriptures that I'm putting.
Yeah, but Captain, if I only got 10 minutes, like how many can I actually touch?
Pulling. This is the Zondervan Bible Dictionary. How much time I got, Sal, if you don't mind me asking?
You got 3 minutes, 4 minutes.
Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna start here.
Hoping he said 30 seconds. Like, damn.
This is Zondervan Bible Dictionary. Why do I have the Zondervan Bible Dictionary? We're gonna talk about this word virgin. Now, I didn't write none of this because he said I'm an exegete, eisegete, whatever that nonsense is.
Now, why are we talking about Zondervan Bible virgin when I already conceded that? I already stated that virgin can mean a woman without sex, a woman with sex, but she's definitely young. She's not old.
I didn't write this, but this is the word virgin. Isaiah 7 and 14. First of all, if you're gonna use Isaiah 7 and 14, Isaiah 7 and 14 happens in Isaiah the 8th chapter as well. And that's a man. And
Okay, so you're gonna take an L there. Yeah, believe me when I say this. When I say if anybody says Isaiah 7 is fulfilled and they're not saying it's Jesus, it's a body bag. Nobody can beat me. Nobody can beat me. Please don't debate these people. Call me. When y'all argue people on where in the comment section or Facebook, when it comes to Isaiah 7 and when somebody says it's fulfilled and it's not Jesus, just call me. Let me make it easier for everybody. Just call me. See, if they say, hey, it wasn't fulfilled, don't call me. If they say it wasn't fulfilled, don't call me. If they say Isaiah 7 was fulfilled, call me. It's a obliteration. So what I was trying to communicate to Ibiza was, dude, if I get paid to teach kids, elementary kids, that means my communication skills are up to par, my boy. That's the point. Hey, dude, I'm not talking to grown-ups. I'm talking to grown-ups gonna get it. You could use slang, you could use bad grammar, grown-ups will get it. When you're talking to kids, you can't use slang, you can't use bad grammar. You got to use correct grammar for them to get it. Okay, so it's harder to teach a kid. Christ focused on the babes, the kids. It's harder to teach them. That's why. Okay, so if you could teach elementary kids something difficult, your communication skills are superb. And that's what I had. I have a history of communicating difficult things, making it plain. I'm a guy who was showing this is chemistry for you stupid niggas. This is chemistry. So you got something in chemistry called beta decay, and you got something called electron capture. Okay, and so beginner early chemistry kids students find that confusing. So what I do is my channel was deleted, but my other channel I had videos showing the difference between electron capture chemistry and beta decay chemistry. So stop thinking Unbiased Sports only know the virgin birth. We're talking about chemistry now. Some of you guys don't even know what beta decay is or what electron capture even is. Hey, stop. I'm like, stop. I'm really him. I could go far. I could go Bible to chemistry, to law, to constitutional rights. Like, stop. I'm really him. To Islamic faith, like religion. We go right to Muslim, to Islam. You dig? Like, stop. To Big Bang. We are at the Big Bang. Nuclear fission, nuclear fusion. We get right there. Who you guys think I am? So you guys try to bottom me up, you cannot do that. When Unc destroyed, now Pastor Tony Bennett, he kicks everybody butt in debates. That's my guy. That's my favorite pastor. But Unc destroyed him in the debate with the Big Bang, mainly because of my conversations with Unc on the Big Bang. So Unc will have to admit he was heavily influenced by unbiased sports information on the Big Bang to kick Pastor Tony Bennett butt. And Pastor Tony Bennett, that's the name Tony, is the name Tony? Pastor Bennett, let's say Pastor Bennett. Pastor Bennett he doesn't lose much. He usually rips everybody. I only know 2 losses of his. In my opinion, he beat Captain Tazaryach and Polite. He lost to Asar Imhotep. He lost to Unc. And he lost on the Big Bang. Everything else he debated, from what I seen, I didn't see everything, but what I seen, he won. But it was my influence on Unc on the Big Bang, which prepared Unc to beat up Pastor Bennett on the Big Bang. Okay, and I'm telling you, you do the Big Bang thing, you should know some chemistry, or you're gonna be in trouble. All right, so I'm telling you, I'm just forewarning you. So yeah, so listen, I go past Bible. I'm debating Bible now, but before Bible, what was I debating? I was beating the Moors up on their bullshit. You dig? So stop trying to bottle me up. Now my range is like far, man. I'm like the Drake of debating. I could touch so many different subjects. I can go from Bible topics to chemistry or Big Bang, like some opposite, opposing. Some some folks would say opposing views. So when I debate these captain guys, like, dude, you're dude, I'm just, bruh, I'm having fun with you, man. You're not on my level on anything in life, educationally, academically, at all. Zero, zero. I'm respect like in my city, I'm known as a smart guy in my city. Anybody who mentions my name in my city, they're forced to say he's smart. They might not like me. They might say narcissist, arrogant, egotistical, all these little corny terms, but they're gonna say smart. Nobody's gonna say he's dumb, he's perpetrating a fraud. No, they all say those. But are they gonna say that about you in your community? Are they gonna say you're smart in your community? That's the difference between me and most people. Like I'm known as a smart guy in my settings. Bowling, basketball, whatever I do, I'm known as a smart guy. Anyway, captain going into virgin for no reason. It's like, dude, I already said that virgin doesn't exclusively mean a woman without sex, but captain want to go anyway, and he died here.
And a woman having sex for Ahaz. So now, once you utilize that scripture, you can't say there's no sex involved because that's utilized in the very next chapter, in the 8th chapter. So now, the former term is rendered virgin in the standard lexicon, and this translation does seem appropriate in many or even most passages. Moreover, the abstract cognate Batulam, if I'm pronouncing it wrong, I apologize.
Yeah, I like Pastor Bennett. He's a very great debater. When he debated captain on the virgin birth, or now they debated something else, but it matriculated to virgin birth. And what I was saying to Pastor Bennett, and because he ain't read like Pastor Bennett, like he liked me, but he don't know what I was good at, right? He didn't know. He just know that he just liked me, and I supported him. But I was saying, Pastor, when you debate captain on the virgin birth, yo, let me be your researcher. That means I'm in the background. And he didn't do that. He debated captain. But their debate wasn't virgin birth, even though they tackled it later. And it's like, dude, you're not going to beat one West until you understand what they hold to. You're not going to beat them until you understand what they hold to. Okay, so you got to defeat their arguments for them to feel like they're defeated. And I don't want to win with you guys. I want to win in their mind too.
A plural form, appears to indicate virginity. In Deuteronomy 22:14, it means evidence of virginity. But see in Ezekiel 23:3 and 8 below, there are, however, several considerations that should be kept in mind. In a number of passages where Batulam or Bathwala occurs, nothing in the context suggests virginity is the factor under consideration, and thus rendering maiden or young woman is more appropriate. B, sometimes the word Bathwala, that's how I pronounce it, is accompanied by the comment that the woman or women in question had not had sexual
He said that's how I pronounce it. So he don't want to pronounce it correctly.
relationships. That's how you know if it's about not having sex or if it's just a young woman. I'm gonna go to the next slide. The second Hebrew term is Alma, which is what Isaiah 7:14 uses. The term Alma is clearly the feminine form of 86624, young man. This factor affects our understanding of Alma in the most controversial passage, Isaiah 7:14, which traditionally has been translated, behold, a virgin shall conceive and bear a son. Now, this is in the Bible dictionary. Cap did not write this. The NRSV and other modern versions, however, use young woman in this passage because it has nothing to do with sex at all. Some have argued that if Isaiah had
said it has nothing to do with sex at all.
Intended to mean this. The NRSV and other modern versions, however, use young woman in this passage because it has nothing to do with sex at all.
He said it has nothing to do with sex at all. Interesting.
Some have argued that if Isaiah had intended the meaning virgin, he would have used Bathwala instead, but clearly this argument does not work, for as noted above, Bathwala too often has a general meaning without a reference to sexual experience. On the other hand, it is a fair argument to say that if Isaiah had wanted to stress the woman's virginity, he had other means of doing so, a woman who has not known a man, as in Numbers 31 and 35. It may well be that Alma refers normally to a young woman of sexual maturity who is unmarried and therefore assumed to be a virgin. Now, here's an example of what they're saying that Isaiah could have done.
You saw he just he read right past that. He said a woman who's young, who's assumed to be a virgin. He just read right past that. That he just read right past like that never existed.
In Genesis 24 and 16,
1 minute.
it's how many? What'd you say, Si?
1 minute.
Got you. Genesis 24 and 16. And the damsel was very fair to look upon, a virgin. Neither had any man known her. You see that connotation? But they don't put that connotation with Isaiah 7 and 14, because the point of Isaiah 7 and 14 was that it was just a young woman. That's all that it meant. Now, when I get into my second round and go further, I'll tell you what they really think about the virgin birth or immaculate conception. We'll go into Matthew, the breakdown with.
So he said what they really think. He said what they really think. Like, dude, I'm not interested what they think, which you're misrepresenting them. I'm interested what you think, Captain. I'm debating you, not them.
Matthew, the breakdown with Luke, and we'll get into the lineages, and then we'll just crush this whole thing. But he got to respond to what I said. I yield.
All right, let's go Unbiased Sports. Get that PowerPoint up and running. We have completed the first round, moving into the second round, which is only 10 minutes. Would y'all prefer 15 again or 10? It's up to y'all. It's up to y'all. Unbiased, unmute yourself.
If we do 15, then it just be after that. If we do another 15-minute round, and the third round should just be a back and forth between he and I. If we do two 10-minute,
because
hey, Dice, man, peace, man. What's going on, brother? Muhammad seemed to retain the scriptures of the Quran.
the 15 minutes, it went fast. Like, it went fast for me. I know Cap was like, that went fast. So another 15, and I'm with whatever format that Cap is.
Okay, so we'll do the 15, and then after that, we'll go back and forth. Let's go.
Right. Okay.
Time will start when you start Unbiased Sports.
Okay.
Get the PowerPoint up and running. You want to get that set up?
Yeah, once you see it, you can start.
Okay, I see it. Time starts.
Okay, so Cap act like he ain't know why I was emphasizing on seed when it says Eve seed, Rebecca seed, Abraham seed, so I'd be a stranger, because he's alluding to you that seed means sperm. Cap, this is Romans 1 and 3. Which one of these words is sperm? You don't know. Okay, none of these words are sperm. Okay, so you got a word called descendants. It's spermatos. Okay, you can't read Greek. I can. So good luck with that. So there's no sperm here, bro. And spermatos in the Greek is descendants. This is why I was pointing out that Eve descendants, Abraham descendants.
That's a key point that I did. I said, bro, you don't know what you're looking at. You're trying to quote the Greek, but you can't read Greek and you can't pinpoint Greek. But this is the actual passage in the Greek. This is what miscap big ass head. It's like, dude, your English translation comes from what's written in the Greek. We're looking at the Greek, so the English comes from this. And if you're saying sperm is in English, then you got to show us sperm in this Greek. And I'm showing you the Greek. Where is sperm? Like human DNA. You don't see sperm. You don't see sperma. You see spermatos. And spermatos is, in the Bible, is always listed as descendant. So, dude, you took an L here, and you got spermatos in Hebrews 2:16. That's an L, my boy. You can't handle me.
And when I went to Genesis 38 and 6, it talked about he didn't want to raise up another seed for his brother as a child, my boy. Okay, it's not some DNA. So it's an actual living, breathing thing. That's my point. When you see seed, it's going to be a living, breathing person or a descent. Somebody still living, breathing, just so many lineages down. All right, so now let me tackle the Zondervan thing real quick.
Okay, so now I didn't want to do the Zondervan thing because I felt like me and Cap, I contacted him before off the debate and said, bro, let's not do that. It's a waste of time. Let's stick to the subject. Let's just tell the people that both you and I both agree that virgin does not exclude women who are newly married who might have had sex. It doesn't mean a virgin only, a woman without sex only. He agreed to that in private, but then he comes here and he wants to debate virgin again. So I'm gonna do him dirty. So
Good for my boy.
I'm actually gonna fast forward until because I'm not sharing my screen.
We got Zondervan van too.
If you need me to stop your time, you got to.
It says it may well be that I'll.
See, it's not showing, so I'm gonna skip because Captain at some point is gonna say, "Hey, your screen's not sharing."
All right, hold on. So
A side note, you want to pause this time? It's still stuck on no man knoweth. You might want to reshare. I just wanted to be fair.
Good luck for that.
So salute for Captain for that, for like letting me know that my screen wasn't sharing. I'm reading something that people can't follow. So good luck, Cap.
Okay.
Take your L.
Right. Okay, you can see it now.
Oh, I see you now.
It should be presenting my screen. Let me try it one more time.
What I do is when I present the whole window. That way, if I go back and forth or shrink something down, I just do the window.
Do you want me to stop your time, man?
Yeah, I said, Ty, I don't know if you heard me. You got to give him maybe about 40 seconds, like add 40 seconds to his time.
All right.
Because we didn't see it. He was doing Hebrews 2 and 14, but nobody saw it.
Hey, hold on.
All right, now we see it. We see it now.
Good luck, Cap. And that's why I like you. That's why I ain't want to debate you. All right, so this is Hebrews 2 and 14. For as much then as the children are partakers of flesh and blood, not mommy and daddy, Christ also himself likewise took part of the same, which is flesh and blood, not mommy and daddy, that through death he might destroy him. So he's delivering them through death, him the power of death, that is the devil. So his whole purpose was to come down and destroy the devil. In verse 15, you can't read that, I can't. It said, and deliver them, so he's delivered them, he's saving them, who through the fear of death were all their lifetime subject to bondage, okay? So now, check this out. It says, for verily, he took not on, see this in italics, this is not in the text at all. So for verily, he took not on angels, but he took on him, by the way, the word took means help. Okay, so he did not come to help angels. He came to help the seed. That's why it's important to let you guys know that seed means descendants or child, nothing else. Okay, each one is the seed of man. There's no seed of man. The woman carries the seed in her stomach. The seed is an actual person. It's an infant, it's a fetus. Or if it comes out, it's an actual living, breathing thing, it's a human. Okay, so the seed, the person, the infant, not some DNA. That's why it's important to let you know why I said seed earlier. He came to help. Took on means help in Greek. The Abraham, the seed of Abraham. Okay, now keep going. Wherefore, in all things, it behooved him to be made like his brethren. How's he made like his brethren? Flesh and blood, not mommy and daddy. Okay, it behooved him to be like his brother, that he might be a merciful and faithful high priest in things pertaining to God and make reconciliation for the sins of the people. Look, let's keep going. For in that he himself has suffered being tempted, he is able to succor. This word means help them that are tempted. Okay, so he came down to help them. He took on flesh and blood, not mommy and daddy. That's why when we get to it, it's going to just point back to just Mary. There's no Joseph. All right, so now Cap said, he said a lot of things, okay? That's why I need 15 minutes. Okay, so I hope my screen's being shared now. He pointed out Philip. Now, me and Cap had this weighing already about Philip. Whatever. All right, so Philip, the Bible says, no man knoweth the Son. So Matthew 11:27 says, all things are delivered unto me of my Father, and no man knoweth the Son, but the Father. Neither knoweth any man the Father, and save the Son. And he to whomsoever the Son reveals. So Christ will have to reveal himself to Philip at some point for Philip to believe he's the Messiah. Cap, good luck with that. All right, so I'm gonna give a couple case in points. So we got Matthew 16 and 15. He said unto them, just as Christ saying to his disciples, but whom say that I am? And Simon Peter answered, some say you're the son of Joseph. Some say you're the Christ. I'm skipping down. The Christ, the Son of the living God. And look what Christ said when he called him, when he said some are, Peter said, so he asked Peter, who are people saying I am? They said the prophet, John the Baptist. They said a whole bunch of stuff, right? Joseph, son of Joseph. But when he said that Christ is that Jesus is the Christ, the Son of the living God, look what he said to him. And Jesus answered and said unto him, blessed art thou, Simon Barjona, for flesh and blood have not revealed it unto thee, but my Father which is in heaven. Okay, then look at this. It's important. Then charged his disciples that they should tell no man. So this was an ongoing secret on who the Christ actually was. This was not public news, AP yet. Okay, that was an appointed time. All right, so let's get back to that. So as you can see, Christ had to reveal himself to you for you to believe who he was. So let's go to John. Let's waste time to go to John. That's why I didn't want all these oozy verses, but I got to address all of them. Because eventually I do want to tackle 2 Samuel chapter 7 and just show that I have a better understanding on that as well. So we're going to go to John 1. Okay, cool. So when we go to John 1, we're going to see that, matter of fact, let me go to it's better if I go here. Let's go back to KJV. the seed thing, I'm interested in that. So we got right here. So I got to chase all these, grab the whole scripture. Okay. All right, give me a second.
You should have told me stop your time, man.
Yeah, stop my time, sir.
You got 5 minutes and 23 seconds left.
All right. So what Cap said was ingenious. I like it. So you can see my no, this is first John. Hold on. I want to go here. Okay, so I got an intruder. That's what. Okay, go that way. All right. All right, so hey, so you can get it going. My time. So I read kind of fast. Okay. So we're at John 1:34. This is talking about John the Baptist. And I saw and bear record that this is the Son of God. So he bear record. He saw and bear record that Jesus is the Son of God. Now, when you hear people call Jesus Christ the Son of Joseph, these are people who don't believe who Christ is. Or it hasn't been revealed to them who Christ is. Let me say it like that better. So it hasn't been revealed to who Christ is. So we got John 1:34 to John the Baptist bearing record that he is the Son of God. This is John chapter 1, same chapter Captain went to. Cherry picking. So David says, and then he had 2 disciples, and they followed Jesus. And then what's their names? Their names are Andrew and Simon Peter. What are they going to say? They said that they have found the Messiah, not Joseph of Nazareth, which is being interpreted the Christ. Okay, so they bear witness that they found the Christ. That's what's being revealed to them. So when you go to 1 John 1:45, look at this cap as far as lying, not capped in. So Philip found Nathanael and said to him, "We have found him of whom Moses and the law and the prophets did write." When they write about Jesus of Nazareth, the son of Joseph, what prophecy is that? Okay, so now look. So this is Philip finding Nathanael. Like, yo, come, yo, check this out. We got him. But look what happens with Nathanael. So now Philip is the guy who just lied and said the prophets wrote about Jesus of Nazareth, the son of Joseph. What prophecy is that? Okay, so now let's look at what Nathanael said. So Jesus saw Nathanael, not Philip the liar. Jesus saw Nathanael coming to him and said to him, "Behold, an Israelite indeed, of a man with no cap in his mouth, no guile." This is Nathanael, not Philip. He ignored Philip. So now look what Nathanael confessed to later. So Nathanael has no guile. Okay, look what Nathanael says. Nathanael answered and said to him, "Rabbi, thou art the Son of God, thou art the King of Israel." No Joseph here, Cat. Okay, so this is clearly what we said, that you don't know who Christ is unless he reveals himself to you. So let me just tarry over here to 2 Samuel chapter 7. Because Acts chapter 2, verse 30, it's just a New Testament recall of 2 Samuel chapter 7, the prophecy. All right, so again, the seed just means a child, my boy. So children can be male or female. So when it says a child of David producing the Christ, that does not exclude women. Women are there too. They're also a seed. Okay, seed just means a child either in a woman's womb or out of a descendant, out of the womb. Doesn't matter. Okay, so let's go to 1 Kings. So you see where I'm at, chapter 8. Look what Solomon said. Solomon says, so he's repeating with 2 Samuel 7, that verse. He said, "And the Lord said unto David, my father, where it is in thy heart to build a house." Okay, so he's repeating what was going on in 2 Samuel 7. "Nevertheless, thou shalt not build a house," because the Lord said, "No, David, not for you. But thy son shall come forth out of thy loins. He shall build a house for me. And the Lord has performed his word that he may speak. And I am risen up in the room of my father David." Solomon fulfilled that. "And I sit on the throne of Israel as the Lord promised," my boy. Like I said, he got to go to exegesis. He can't read his claims. I'm reading my claims. I'm reading the prophecy of Isaiah chapter 7. And dude, you said it was fulfilled in chapter 8. When does a prophet fulfill his own prophecy? How does Isaiah prophesy something and then go ahead and do it? That's a declaration. That's not a prophecy. If I'm going to go to Wawa and buy my coffee, is that a prophecy? No, I'm going to go do it. So this was something later. And that's why Matthew chapter 1, verse 23 said that Mary fulfilled the prophecy of Isaiah chapter 7, verse 14. He can't read somebody else fulfilling that. He got to eisegete somebody fulfilling that. He can't read that, as I'm reading so plainly that Solomon is the one that fulfilled 2 Samuel chapter 7, verse 12. So seed is child, descendant. Okay, so that's back, and a child descendant can be male or female. So Mary is still in the game, my boy. So when you say the man has a seed, what seed are you talking about? Please show me seed means something in context other than descendant or an actual child. Everywhere I read the word seed, as you guys bear witness, it referred to, pointing to a descendant, somebody later in the lineage, or a direct child like Solomon. Okay, but seed is constantly normally used as an actual plant or an actual child of people that give birth.
All right. Powerful, powerful second round for my brother, Unbiased Sports, Captain Tazaryach. Let me know when you're ready, brother. And begin your second round.
Wow, that sounded crazy as the way you said it. Let me share my screen. Can you see my screen?
Your screen is up and running.
You can start my time. Let me tell you how you work this rebuttal. He said he went to my Romans 1 and 3 and went to it in Greek and said, show me which one means sperm. Then said, I don't know Greek, and that word was spermatosis or something like that. So let's see. So this is Romans 1 and 3 right here. Concerning his son, Jesus Christ, our Lord, which was made of the seed of David according to the flesh. My position is that word seed is sperma. So let's see. So I'm going to click it in front of y'all. This is Romans 1 and 3. I'm clicking. So what this does is it starts giving you the interlinear breakdown of the words. So as I scroll down here, look at this word seed. Does this not say sperma like I said? It says sperma. Now let's click it. Let's see what it says. Let's click it. It says, which from plant germinates, i.e. the seed grain, the product of this semen, seed, children, offspring. He said that it didn't say sperma like I said. Then he acted like it didn't have the definition like I said. That's a cut. Because the scripture clearly said, when we go back, it says, concerning his son, Jesus Christ, our Lord, which was made of the seed. Now we know that word means sperm. So it says, was made of the sperm of David. This debate is over because.
All right, so let me back that up. Okay, there's 1 o'clock. Get up, kind of wake up early for the gym, 7 o'clock. So we would do a part 2 tomorrow. I will finish up right where I left off at. I appreciate y'all. I want y'all to join, hop in, call, join the link. I want to hear what you guys got to say. Appreciate the commentary